brand new banger.
What is your hatred for John Cena?
Yo, when Hulk Hogan takes a rock bottom better than you, there's a problem. There's a problem. My man. All right, so give me the camera.
One rock bottom.
Yo, no, it's more than that. Show, give me the camera. I got the fucking camera. Kenny, I'm gonna have to do it for you. I'm gonna give you the whole spiel. He came out as a prototype. Whatever. You know, he slaps Kurt Angle. Ruthless aggression. I'm not into that. Whatever. He comes out as a rapper. I'm like, okay, all right, I could dig it. You know, he's from Boston, so that's a strike. You know, us New Yorkers, we don't fuck with Boston too much, but you know what? I'll look over that. He's doing his thing. Something original. Some I could, you know, there's something different. It's entertaining. Comes around, and my man has a choice between The Big Show, Kane, or Shawn Michaels. And he gives the most pussiest promo I've ever heard in my life. I will never forgive this. And he's on some, well, you know, I don't want to fight The Big Show because, you know, he's a huge guy. And, you know, you got the Big Red Machine who wants to fight him. And Shawn Michaels is a legend. Fuck that, bro. You already beat all these motherfuckers already.
Her return on SmackDown.
Okay.
So I definitely read some rumors about that.
Because for whatever reason, and I don't know Cody's review, turn around and go back, and people are gonna be, you destroyed thrones, and you go back? We have been doing this shit for ages, and he still doesn't know how to take it right. Trust me. That's it.
Oh, shit.
Collapse with the kick.
That's what I'm saying. That's the way he didn't collapse during the sun. It was the kick.
He's not even in his fucking chair when he gets in this fucking thing. He's not even in his fucking chair.
Yeah, but he
there
goes. Oh!
There he goes.
Both matches without the wrestlers were in the table.
And on that note, everyone, it's your friendly neighborhood.
I stay loose, I stay hype. I stay loose, I stay hype. I stay loose, I stay hype. I could do this all night, cause I do what I like. Yeah, I do what I like. Yeah, I do what I like. Sipping goose, sip is right. And I go with the flow. Yeah, I go with the flow. Yeah, I go with the flow. Cause I know I'm the show. In the zone, here I go. In the zone, here I go. In the zone, here I go. Yeah, they know I'm a pro. Let's go, let's go! Yeah! Let's go! Here I go, I get lit, I get hype for this shit, right?
Word. He be like, I got a left elbow and a right elbow. I can break your face with an any elbow. Make sure that you get elbowed in your elbow with an elbow. Got the arm ball, get the phone ball, get around with the arm with the bomb ball.
Daddy's gonna take you to Jersey Shore.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's fucking toe tags in the building. It's Thursday night. You know what that means? It's wrestling with knuckleheads. We out here, we live, and then we in living color. What's going on, everybody? What up, Tyson? What up, normal guy? Appreciate y'all stopping by. Appreciate y'all stopping by. What up? Yo. Fucking, I want to, since I'm the only one here right now at the moment, I'm going to get something off my chest, right? The WWE made a huge fumble and missed a huge opportunity with R-Truth. R-Truth, that match that he had with John Cena, it was but the buildup that he put into that match with John Cena was the strongest story that they had so far with John Cena being world champion. It was stronger than the story that they made with him and Cody. It was stronger than the story that they made with him and Randy, and they could have made that drag out until SummerSlam. They could have had R-Truth beat him in a non-title match. Fuck it, I'd have had R-Truth beat him in the world title match, and then had John Cena win the shit again. Because at this point, 17 time, 18 time, it makes no difference. He's already the record holder. You know what I'm saying? But they fumbled the bag. They could have had R-Truth fucking be the guy that made John Cena question if what he's doing is right or not. They could have had R-Truth be the guy that fucking, you know, showed Cena that his way worked, or they could have had R-Truth fucking snap out of the shit that he did. You know, the snap out of the shit that he's doing with fucking with this bullshit where John Cena is his favorite wrestler. You know, his childhood hero and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like they could have went so many ways with this. Just with R-Truth being as good as he is as a fucking talent. Like my man straight out said, I'm gonna beat the fucking the hustle, loyalty, and respect out of you. Like R-Truth made me want to see the match because of him. He didn't make me want to see the match because of nothing else. But I legitimately am disappointed with what they could have did with R-Truth. You know what I'm saying? What about y'all? How do y'all feel about that missed opportunity with R-Truth? Because to be honest with you, R-Truth is the first African American NWA champion. My man is also known by Ron Killings. He's known as Ron the Truth Killings. You know, John Cena sucks. Nah, I hear you. John Cena sucks. He's getting worse too. And then they want this whole storyline of him ruining wrestling. And I don't see what he's trying to do with, like, he's trying to ruin wrestling how? By acting bad at being a heel? If he was trying to ruin wrestling, then he wouldn't be wrestling the same way he always does. Like, wouldn't he have changed something? Like, ruining wrestling, wouldn't he have figured out a way to cut off everybody that does a promo or not show up when he's supposed to? Fucking show his power and some shit, like legitimately and on purpose make matches end hard. Like every time John Cena's out there, you leave mad at him because of some shit he did. Like, wouldn't that kind of ruin wrestling for you? Like, how is him wrestling to the best of his ability? And I say that because he can't wrestle at all. Him ruining wrestling. Like, if that's the case, then I was right. For the past 20 years, he's been ruining wrestling. The only thing that changed now is that he has this sour puss on his face where he's overacting. And R-Truth could have been the man to solidify Cena changing something. Either Cena goes deeper into it, like Kylo Ren in Star Wars where he kills Han Solo, or he snaps out of it and goes, you know something? You're right. I was fucked up. And it would have been dope to see him go deeper into it and actually become more of a heel. Get that, change his music because R-Truth took it. Change his look because R-Truth took it. You know, like something like, yo, I'm gonna ruin wrestling for you, so I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that. Not, I'm gonna do the exact same shit that I've been doing, but now I'm just gonna give you bad promos. The only thing this man could do was talk, and now I'm gonna give you bad promos. So he's gonna ruin wrestling by being the prototype. Got you. I'm confused too. John Cena is not ruining wrestling. Yeah, he's not doing anything to ruin wrestling. I got a new job now. Okay, they got some walking around money. Hey, okay, Mr. Loki. My man, congratulations on the new job, the new money. We hungry out here, fucking Loki. You feel me? Shit, we hungry out here. We got to eat. You feel me? I was just telling some chick that when she met me, she said that she gonna make me some pork chops, and she don't remember that, but I remember it vividly. I don't think she was there during that conversation, but I remember the conversation anyway. You feel me? That's what's up, Mr. Loki. So, yo, Mr. Loki gonna donate, and we gonna get cell phones and peoples for everybody up in this motherfucker. You feel me? Cell phones and peoples for everybody. That's what I'm talking about. That's what's up, though. What up, Loki? That's what normal guy meant to say. Congratulations. Congratulations. Yeah, I mean, dude, there's so much shit that you could do. Like, in all honesty, this is the bare minimum that they're giving us with this fucking guy. He's not giving us the bare minimum. They're giving us the bare minimum with this fucking guy, because the bare minimum would have just been him coming out, talking, and giving us bullshit matches. Now he's not even talking, and he's giving us bullshit matches that are worse than the bullshit matches that he gave us when he was not trying to ruin wrestling. And it's not even one of those things where the matches are worse because he's trying to ruin wrestling. The matches are worse because he can't wrestle. He can't keep the same standard he had the first time. The match he had with R-Truth was what, 7 minutes, if that, and they just did the same moves to each other. Like, come on, man. Like, you hear me say I don't like John Cena, but this is the road we're going now. So let's try to make this as best as we can for our entertainment. That's the thing that people might not understand when it comes to me. Because remember, I can't speak for the rest of these people, but for me at least, if you're gonna give me shit, right? Shit that I don't like, or shit that I don't see being good, I still expect the best from that shit in the world. You know what I'm saying? I don't like John Cena. I don't think he can wrestle, but if you're gonna put a storyline with him ruining wrestling, then you better make that the best fucking storyline of somebody ruining wrestling that we could possibly have. Why? Because I still want to watch wrestling. I still want to watch this fucking product. With Seth Rollins, with the Wise Man and Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed now, I'm sitting here going, okay, I don't get it, but let's see what happens. Let's try to make this the best possible thing that can happen. Not just some shit that we watch every week where they just fucking come out and they talk, and the next thing you know, oh, look, they had a good match in Survivor Series, so this storyline is dope. No, that's not how this shit works. That's not how any of this shit's supposed to work. It's like they have pitch meetings and they go, how are we going to get this shit over? We're going to use the Force. They need Han Solo in there. That's not how the Force works. You feel me? You beginning, middle, and end. You can't start at the middle, go back to the end, and then talk about the beginning. No, that's not how storytelling works. That's not how I want to watch wrestling. That's not how we all want to watch wrestling. I still don't understand what this group is with Seth Rollins. What is this group? Everyone else is talking. This is another shit I hate about wrestling. They sit there and they fucking do something and they expect the fans to fill in the fucking gaps. I don't want to fill in. I don't want nobody outside of the WWE filling no fucking gap for me. I see what I see. I don't know what the fuck they're doing, but everybody's comparing them to Evolution. What? Now all of a sudden when that catches traction, they're like, look, this is the new Evolution. Fuck you, the new Evolution. What are you doing? Wait, is this Seth Rollins having a group of fucking stooges so he can be champion? Is this Paul Heyman fucking fighting for the future because he thinks Roman Reigns is gonna be gone soon? What is this? What are we doing? What are we doing? The Cena and Truth match lasted 4 minutes and 23 seconds. And I gave it an extra 3 minutes. Look at that shit. And I gave it an extra 3 minutes. God damn. I was being nice to him. And no more guy, before you say anything, is the halftime. And we're up by 9. The Knicks. That's right, we watching it. We watching it. Don't let people fool you. But yeah, man, I if you're gonna do something, then I at the very least expect it to make some kind of fucking. When you had Roman Reigns do this, I'm the tribal chief shit, and he involved his cousins, and he, had Jay fall in line because he lost, because Jay gave up and it hurt his pride. And then Jimmy said, Jimmy said, fuck that. I'm with you. And then they all fell in line. It became a family thing. And you see that girl, and then Sami Zayn came out, and that became more of a family thing. And then Solo came out, and it's like they're dominant, and Roman is still holding his own. Every time he's out there, there's no bullshit. He's making people want to watch. He's making people that have not gotten an opportunity relevant to get opportunities. John Cena said it. I got 23 dates the rest of the year. That means it's 23 days that he's gonna wrestle. So he ain't making no opportunity for nobody. And we just saw that with Truth. There's no opportunity going around with Truth. So what's gonna happen? Is John Cena gonna take this title and retire, and we're gonna bring a brand new title out again, or is he just gonna fucking wait and let Cody beat him again, where Cody's gonna have this magical fucking moment for the third time in a fucking row with him winning a match, a grudge, or a championship for no fucking reason? You know, because think about it, man. They set up the bloodline where it should have been me and Lay and Hart said it should have been Jay that beat Roman for the title at WrestleMania. Not this WrestleMania, last WrestleMania. He should have did that. And then if Roman beats him for it in a couple months again, fine. But it would have been Jay because Jay started with Roman. He ends it with Roman. That's what the story should have been. But no, you gave that shit up so Cody Rhodes can have a Cinderella fucking story at WrestleMania and have everybody from every generation come back and fight the fucking Rock and all these fucking people in an impossible fucking match so he can win the title from Roman. Then he did nothing with Roman. And then John Cena comes and has this magical fucking story laid out on paper about how this is his world tour and he's gonna retire and he's saying goodbye to everybody. And now he's mad at Cody because of no reason. And he's teamed up with The Rock, who's not gonna be there anymore. And he's gonna ruin wrestling by not showing up and not having a story for anybody. He's just gonna say words, and then he's gonna wrestle his old nemesis, where he wrestles Randy Orton, and now R-Truth, and then back to Cody Rhodes, and he's not gonna build nobody. But we put Logan Paul with him because Logan Paul needs something to do. Like Karrion Kross said, anybody could have been Logan Paul if they would have been allowed to build their own brands. They would have done it. Matt Cardona, my man, became the internet champion. He self-proclaimed internet champion. The Long Island IC whatever the fuck you want to call him. Matt Cardona got big on YouTube. What they do? They punish him. They let him go. But then you bring in a YouTuber. So what is going on here? And then he's wrestling Cody and wrestling Jay. If we get down to the nitty and gritty, Jay versus John Cena, title for title. What are we gonna do? We're gonna unify the championship again, or is he gonna win both titles and he's gonna retire both titles again? And then what? There's no future plans for that. So okay, let's say they don't do that because it'd be stupid for him to leave with the title. So now we're marked with there's 23 days left. I don't know how many days he already ruined. Let's say 3. So there's 20 days left. He got to wrestle at Money in the Bank. So that's 19 days left. You got to show up on Raw to do something. That's 18 days left. We're gonna end it in December. So that means there's a couple months where he's not gonna show up. So is he gonna lose this shit at SummerSlam? And who's gonna lose it to? Cody Rhodes, because that's the fucking beef that he got now? Or is he gonna be in the fucking War Games match with Cody Rhodes? We don't know. It might be because it looks like they're building a team. But why would they build a team with John Cena and Logan Paul to go up against Cody Rhodes and Jay, and then you have to get 3 other people for a fucking War Games match when they already are establishing a fucking group on Raw with Seth Rollins? And then they're going up against CM Punk. So, I ask you again, what are they doing? What are they doing? Not for nothing. I know Jesse the Body Ventura, the governor, said Damian Priest, fucking, how do you walk out the door and win the match? I guess he forgot that any way you can escape the cage and both feet touch the floor, you win. But he also made a story talking about Damian Priest got out like a coward. That's something they can build on. Are they going to do it? No, because there you go. Because 23 appearances to Google. That's how much he got left? 23 appearances? Look at that. So now what? Now what? Is he going to wrestle until December? He has his last match. What are we doing? Because there's no growth in his character as him being a bad guy. Everyone keeps making this fucking claim. Look. It's almost like he doesn't want to be a bad guy. He's like, you see in his face, he doesn't want to be a bad guy. No, he can't be a bad. He don't know how to be a fucking bad guy. That's what it is. He doesn't know how to be a fucking heel. Because if he really didn't want to be a bad guy, you would see the shit that he's doing wouldn't be the same shit that he does to everybody else. I'm gonna kick you in the nuts and hit you with the fucking belt. After I done fucking attitude adjustment you 4 times. Is that the world's strongest belt that we got now? Is that belt made out of lead or something? Because I've seen people kick out of getting hit in the fucking face with that belt multiple times in the same match. In the same match. So what? So what are we doing here still? What are we doing here? And it's not just because it's John Cena. It's because they're giving me shit. I don't promote mediocrity. I don't celebrate mediocrity. I don't want to watch mediocrity. I want to see the best you can do. If it's bad, if you go in there and you try the best you do and you fuck up, hey, I can respect that. You did what you did. You did what you did and you fucked up. But hey, listen, next time. But if you going in there and you can't do shit and you get worse, that's not acceptable. That's not acceptable. I've been watching this man since he fucking started in the WWE, and I know what he can and cannot do, and there's this much shit he can do, and he's not even doing that. He's not even hitting the bare minimum, the shit that he could do, or he was able to do at one point. And you had the best storyline so far with John Cena, and you fucked it up for a Saturday Night Main Event. You could have had R-Truth sit there and fight John Cena like, this ain't you, and try to convince the world that he's trying to change John Cena back to who he was, and then John Cena kicks him right in the fucking balls, and fucking he loses by disqualification. And then we drag this out a little bit more, and then R-Truth is like, you know what? Fuck you, John Cena. I'm not even a fan of you no more. I'm gonna be R-Truth. And he fights John Cena. Maybe he wins his fucking title, maybe he doesn't. But let him do it. You had so much shit for R-Truth to go there and, one, explain to these kids that being yourself might be better than trying to imitate somebody else. Also, two, sometimes people need a friend to drag them out of the rut they're in, because I don't know about y'all, but people learn from what they watch. And if they're watching wrestling all the time, they have an opportunity to learn something about life while they're watching wrestling. And you can take this opportunity to fucking teach somebody something. And why not do it with the guy that everyone loves, John Cena and R-Truth? Why not do that? Why not take this opportunity and teach somebody something about life? Give these kids somebody to look up to in R-Truth that would make them want to be, you know something? This is the guy I want to be when I grow up. This is the type of guy I want to be when I grow up. Somebody that doesn't take himself too seriously, but fucking sits there and will go to the end of the world to try to fucking save his friend from himself. What happened to that? Where's that at? We're not getting none of that. We're not getting none of that. Because what? John Cena wants to ruin wrestling. How do we ruin wrestling? I want to ask y'all that question. Just think about it real quick. Give me some examples of what he can do to make you say he's ruining wrestling. Because he's not ruining wrestling for me when he sits there and does a bad promo. He's not ruining wrestling for me when he sits there and has a bad match. He's only proving me right. He's proving all the other people that say he can't wrestle and that he sucks right. That's not ruining wrestling. What he is doing is wasting fucking time. He's wasting our fucking life with this shit, because we could have been doing something better than watching him put the bare minimum in there. And not even on purpose. Like, if he was putting the bare minimum on purpose, like, yo, dude, I'm going to ruin wrestling because I'm going to be the champion without even fucking wrestling. My dates that I have with y'all is just going to be me here talking. I'm not wrestling nobody. And he drags shit out and he goes, and the match starts, he fucking smacks him in the face like Randy Orton did and gets disqualified, or kicks him in the balls like, yo, I'm going to ruin wrestling for y'all because I'm not wrestling no more. We're not having any matches. And then you can have him be forced to do something. Like, yo, if you don't wrestle in this match, we're going to strip you of the title. And right when he goes out to wrestle, they lock up The Rock comes out and goes, "Don't worry about that shit. I'm the boss here." And he goes, "This match is now a no disqualification match, and you can have his stooges come out, fucking Logan Paul and Trevor Zane or whatever was his name, Trevor Murdoch, the rapper, come out and beat up whoever the fuck he's wrestling at the time, and then he can just pin him, or he makes his own fucking faction." There goes something that will ruin wrestling because it's literally you're taking away the title from him. Who's ruining wrestling is Seth Rollins, in my opinion, because this motherfucker takes 45 minutes to say nothing. He's a fucking idiot. Who's ruining wrestling is fucking Triple H. We gave him the credit for black and white. We gave him the credit for the black and gold NXT, and not for nothing, the black and gold NXT was probably the equivalent of the 80s golden era, where you had the best of the indies circuit on your roster, and every match in there was arguably considered one of the best matches you could have put together in the world with the two talented people in the match. They were beating the main roster pay-per-views because of the roster that they had. It wasn't because of the stories. Yeah, the stories was okay, but when you got Shinsuke Nakamura, Finn Balor, Alex Cole, Undisputed Era, Keith Lee, Karrion Kross, fucking Tyler Breeze, Aleister Black. You even had the Street Profits at that time. When you had all those people on that roster, Asuka, Bayley was there, Nia Jax was there. When you had all those people on that roster, of course you're gonna be fucking putting banger after banger after banger in this, because that's what they do. You have the best roster in the world. The 80s was an accumulation of the best talent around the country and the territories, and it's hard to not put on a good show. Booking Cena like John Jones, he's living his best shit. If AEW and WWE got rid of the women's division, viewership would go up 10% in 1 year at least. Mike, I want to know what makes you think that, because not for nothing, in my opinion, for the WWE at least, because I haven't watched AEW like that, I think the women right now are being the most relevant, especially on Raw. Travis Scott, there you go, normal guy, appreciate it. Ruin wrestling could be dressed zesty. Your main example is Seth Rollins, right? I mean, because Seth Rollins is just wasting our fucking time. I still don't know. I said this earlier. I don't know what that group does. I don't know what it's for. I don't know why he made it. I don't know what he's doing. All I know is Sami Zayn needs to fucking mind his business. And why is he still fucking wrestling CM Punk? Did they not get over this shit? Like, are we in the era when we're never gonna have that match to get over the shit? Are they gonna have to kill each other? But yeah, Mike, I want to know why you think viewership is gonna go up that very little. To be honest, 10% is kind of little, but if they got rid of their women's division, because Rhea was hot in the Judgment Day, and she's still hot now. Io Sky is a very good champion. The matches that they're putting together with Bianca Belair is dope. The storyline that they had with Jade and Naomi was pretty good. You know, they with her trying to figure out who hurt her, and their matches are better than some of the guys' matches. Tiffy Time is a hit. I'll grant you this. Charlotte coming back was not a favor for them. Becky coming back is not a favor for them. You notice they only come back. They only come back when they're on the top of the game, the women's division. So them coming back wasn't a favor, yeah, but I don't know about them getting rid of the women's division. Willow Nightingale is a fucking amazing wrestler. Toni Storm has an amazing character. The Mega Sis Megan Bain, did you see that match she had with Toni Storm? That was probably the best match of the night. Buddy Murphy to NXT. You really think he's gonna? Is he coming? You really think he's coming back? Damn, Buddy Matthews is my age. That's crazy. Buddy Matthews has not announced any plans to leave AEW for WWE, but he has spoken about the possibility of working with his wife, Rhea Ripley, in the WWE in the future. While he acknowledged the appeal of potentially working with her, he also feels comfortable and happy in his current position in AEW. Yeah, so right now he's not saying no and he's not saying yes. Yeah, man. What happened to this place building stars? There's so many avenues that the WWE comes up with to build stars, and they don't want to choose one of those avenues to actually be on the main roster with their established wrestlers already. They have Evolve, which they just crowned the women's champion. I don't know her name, but congratulations to her. They have LFG, which I saw the show, and right before the finals was a good show. And then I was like, oh, they should have just announced these guys the winner of the show in episode 1, because they pretty much fucking just picked their favorites. They didn't pick the best wrestlers. They just picked their favorites. And then, you what? You got these guys, you want to make them stars. You're going to do everything you can to make them stars. You Pastor Troy or Castor Troy in NXT, debuting and doing all this other shit for his match. But you don't make anybody else have any play in the main roster. Dragon Lee, it's like they tried and they said, oh, look, see, he's not getting over by his matches because you're not putting him in matches where he can showcase his true ability. But then the LWO just became a fucking joke for y'all. And what do? You team up Penta with some of the LWO dudes and you just keep him in the same matches with the same people that he's been wrestling for weeks? Of course. You gave him the SmackDown treatment. You gave him Carmelo Hayes treatment. Carmelo Hayes came on the main roster with fire on his ass, and they said, fuck it, we're just going to have you wrestle Andrade for fucking 12 weeks straight. Penta was signed here to get Dominic over as Intercontinental Champion? Is that what you're telling me? It's not for nothing. You could have did that same shit in a triple threat match. Grande Americano was Phoenix was signed to get Grande Americano over. Then Stephanie McCoy loses the women's the women's NXT championship, which I don't know what that was about, but congratulations to JC Jane. Carl Anderson won the Evolve Women's. Holly Armstrong, my bad. Yeah, she won. Appreciate that, normal guy. I mean, she looks phenomenal as a wrestler. She actually, in the pictures and the little videos I saw on social media, she makes Natty look small. So she looks phenomenal as an athlete. So I'm not surprised that she's a champion. I want to know what that means. Is Evolve gonna be its own brand or what? But I wonder what that means. She's a champion. But hey, I know if she goes to other territories, like other independent promotions, she's able to defend that title. And if somebody wins that title from her, they get a contract, from what I understand. But I understand very little about what they're talking about with. What a fucking idiot pass. There you go. Don't let him go down the lane. I'm watching the Knicks game. So, Jalen Brunson throws an inbound pass to Cat. Cat can't reach it and just says, fuck it. And thinks it's going to go out of bounds. It doesn't go out of bounds. Indiana Pacers get the ball, and then Robinson fouls him on the layup. So now he's taking the foul shots. If that's how you're going to play, Cat, I'm sorry. You're going to have to get the fuck out of here. I don't like, yo, dude, get the fucking ball. And why is Jalen Brunson inbounding the fucking ball? You telling me no one knows how to pass the fucking ball? Come on, man. What the fuck is this? We're up by fucking 15. He hit both of those free throws. So now we're up by 14. All right. Yeah, man. And then Triple H wants to take credit for this matchup happening because he had both of them on SmackDown. Like, bro, it's not rocket science. Is that the Knicks were good and the Pacers were good. Penta and Ray need to be a tag team on Raw to bring up the tag team division back to on fire. Yo, because you know something, not for nothing, Loki. Now, people would probably say no because you got Phoenix there, but yo, listen. The New Day used to be tag team champions back in the day. Now they're belt holders. And to have Penta and Ray being a tag team, not for nothing, that's a dream team for most fucking fans. Why not? Have Penta and Ray tag team up to fucking go up against the New Day. That would bring some relevancy to the tag team titles. If they win it, that'd be dope. But then you should get to showcase the New Day because the New Day ain't no slacks neither. The New Day at one point was the best tag team that the WWE had, the best tag team wrestling had. The things they're doing with the Lucha Bros right now is criminal, 100%. They're killing Evolution because Beyonce's concert on that day, and you're gonna be overshadowed. Wow, yo, not for nothing with the. I was gonna say with the price that they sell for Beyonce tickets, there's gonna be plenty of people going. But then again, the WWE's raising their fucking prices for their tickets also. It's crazy. WWE prices are ridiculous. I remember the last time I looked up with supposedly a deal for SummerSlam, it was like $400 for the fucking top row in MetLife Stadium. $400 for a seat. Like, that's a lot of fucking money, bro. WrestleMania 9, believe it or not, they said the tickets were $20. They wanted to make this shit affordable for people to come see it. The tickets were $20 for WrestleMania 9 in Vegas. Come on, man. $400 now. Was that a 200% profit? 200% increase? Like shit. And with Evolution coming, what's gonna be the main event there? Because they announced Evolution, and like I said, there goes Charlotte Flair and here goes Becky Lynch. Two people that just come in here and do whatever the fuck they want. You know, that promo that they had with Becky Lynch and Valkyrie, I'm trying to listen to it, but it's not making no sense. I see an imitation of Roddy Piper now coming from Becky, and it's not a good one. And then I don't know what she's getting at with this whole shit. She finagled her way into a fucking title shot, and they called her on a bullshit. And now she's still bullshitting. Like, no one wants to see this fucking match. Yeah, they had their NXT championship match together, and Valkyrie won, and she won the Intercontinental title. But then again, Valkyrie's been champion for how long? You're telling me there's no other woman that can wrestle for the Intercontinental title? There's no other woman that can wrestle for the Intercontinental title. Roxanne Perez can't do it. Julia can't do it. Jada Parker can't do it. Nobody can do it. Nobody can wrestle for the Intercontinental title. But they got to have Becky Lynch there. What, do you think that you're making the title more important because Becky Lynch is going after it? It was more important when Bayley was going after it because at least Bayley was the vet there. She was trying to get the Grand Slam championship or something, but just it wasn't returned to be in a tag team match to win the tag team titles, then to lose them the next day and then to turn on your... Like, yo, dude, what is fucking... We're just going to replay the same story they had years ago with Becky Lynch? Come on. This stupid shit. TKO are greedy. They just want the money. Fuck the fan support. Yo, I've learned that when they took over UFC, when Dana White sold the UFC, I saw that changing, and that's why I stopped watching. Yo, I used to be just as big of a fan in the UFC than I was. What the fuck kind of... All right, that hit his knee. All right. I used to be just as big of a fan of the UFC as I was WWE. And then they sold UFC, and with Joe Silva, the matchmaker, he retired, and you just saw who can we make the most money with and how. And then McGregor came, and Kobe Covington came, and John Jones was pulling his bullshit. And every fucking time they had these guys on there, they're losing, but they're being promoted the biggest that they ever promoted somebody because they know, oh, people want to see Conor McGregor lose. Instead of going, people want to see people who could fucking fight actually fight for a fucking title. Or promoting the people, a dumbass pass, or promoting the people that are fighting so that way you can get to know them. Right now, I used to know everybody on the roster. Now I don't know who the fuck is fighting. And you hear this on Wednesdays when we do the predictions. I'm like, I don't know who the fuck these guys are. And should I know who the fuck they are? Because they don't promote nobody. The promotion of the UFC don't promote nobody. WWE, Paul Heyman, there's a video saying that Jey Uso is number 1 or number 2 in sales for merchandise. He's number 1 or 2 depending on the market sales for tickets and all that. No, that's fine. That's beautiful. They're making a lot of money with Jey. I believe in Jey, right? But still, how long is that gonna last when every time you do something with Jey, it gets overshadowed by something else? My man Jey won the world championship of WrestleMania in the first match of night 1, and Gunther tapped out too soon. And then what are we talking about? Paul Heyman turning on Roman Reigns and CM Punk, which we saw coming from a mile away. And then John Cena has that bullshit ass match with Cody Rhodes, and then people are just talking about how bad that fucking match was, and then how Gunther tapped out too soon. Then what? Okay, cool. Then Jey has his promos on Raw, and what happens? He gets knocked out by fucking Logan Paul every week. He gets knocked out by Logan Paul. Then he has his match with Logan Paul, and guess what? He can't even beat Logan Paul after he's been put under all that pressure to beat Logan Paul because he can't lose to a YouTuber, and John Cena interferes. And then we go, all right, at least John Cena and Jey Uso are going to start something, and Cody's back now. Every time Jey Uso does something, they overshadow him with somebody else, or they ruin his moment with somebody else. This is the champion that you fucking make? This is how you promote your champion? What kind of shit is that? He hasn't even been able to fucking, like, evolve or wear that title without somebody fucking with him. Like, without somebody showing him that he ain't shit. You really need to remind people, oh, look, Cody's back. Cody's gone for fucking 2 weeks. And why is he going after Travis Scott? Come on, man. They got to talk more and stop yeeting to the ring so he has breath to talk. I'm not going to lie. We all seen him getting blown up, yeeting to the ring. Yeah, we've seen it. But I need that. I'm going to get him Jey back, bro, from the fucking bloodline. The right-hand man of Roman. I need that Jey. I need that Jey that's not afraid of people. Because think about this shit. And it always bothers me. Jey stood up to Roman when Roman first came back. He had an I Quit match in the Hell in a Cell. He wasn't afraid of Roman then. Roman was the baddest man there. Then he's not afraid of nobody else on the roster, and he's protecting Roman, and he's going to fuck everybody up because they disrespected Roman. Then he protects his brother from Roman again. He stands up to Roman at this point, was at the peak of his bane as a bad guy, and he's not afraid of Roman. But then you're telling me he's afraid of Gunther. Okay. Okay. He's afraid of Gunther. Different animal. We'll try to believe that. Then he gets over his fear with Gunther, and he makes Gunther tap out. Cool. Now you're expecting me to believe that there's a chance that this fucking guy is going to lose to a YouTuber after he done beat Gunther, the man who was undefeated, who has the undefeated streak or the most title reigns and holding the Intercontinental title the longest? and who was champion for how long and so dominant. Now all of a sudden he can't lose to Logan. Like, you just, every accomplishment he has, you keep diminishing. That's like going up to Jordan and be like, yo, Jordan, I know you just beat the Supersonics in the championships, but that fifth grader right there, you can't get your ass whooped by. What? Bro, at this point, Jay should be on top of the world fucking people up because he fucked up Gunther. Gunther should be trying to get his spot back. Not still fucking with Jay, talking about, oh, you got this fucking guy that don't belong here, you can't lose to him. You building pressure on, like, bro, there's no way that Jay could have lost to this fucking guy. Come on, get out my fucking face. And then he gets knocked out every week? Really? Does that make sense to y'all? Gunther had the title for 666 days. Yeah. The IC title. How long he had the world title for, normal guy? Because I think he had the world title since SummerSlam. Well, he had the world title for a couple months. But anyway, yeah, because he didn't win the world title last year. Yeah. He had the world title for a couple months at that time, and he was still defending that shit against a lot of people beating ass. So there you go. And then what happened? Jay comes and he has to be involved with fucking Sammy again. And Sammy can't mind his own fucking business. Now Sammy's with Punk. And then Seth Rollins got a group of people the same way Roman did, and he's now fucking with Jay. And then Braun Breaker faces Jay. 259 days. See, look, that's still a run. Then he wrestles Braun Breaker, which he already beat Braun Breaker for the Intercontinental title. So this is all right. Yeah, it's a tough match, but ain't nothing new. And then even when he beats Braun Breaker, what happened? It was a disqualification. CM Punk came. Fucking Sami Zayn came. Fuck finish. And then what happened in that tag team match? Yo, Jey Uso came out, beat up Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed together. He was holding his own on both of them for a while. But then again, he can't lose to Logan Paul. He could beat up the two fucking muscle guys with Seth Rollins, but he can't lose to Logan Paul. Logan Paul's gonna give him trouble. And then what? They just beat the shit out of CM Punk when they got the upper hand. So what are we doing here? Again, I ask you, what are we doing here? People are mad at AEW because Jon Moxley has the title in a fucking bag. Okay. At least they're letting him be champion. They gone through so badly with the world title. They should have booked them the same way they did with the Intercontinental Championship. I mean, at this point, yeah, they booked Gunther. They should have. But I didn't need the Rocky Balboa story for the second year in a row with Gunther when they did that shit with Sammy. Because not for nothing, Sammy was never the right-hand man of the fucking the tribal chief. Sammy wasn't next in line to become tribal chief. Sammy wasn't the enforcer. Sammy wasn't the I'ma go get him. Sammy was the comic relief. So I can understand why Sammy needs a pep talk and to train and to overcome Ivan Drago and be Rocky. Jey Uso is not Rocky. Jey Uso should have been his own man there. The shit that he did with Gunther beating up his brother, I love that shit. He should have fucking took that shit a step further. That should have been more emotional. I already stated how I would have did that match with all the emotion and shit. Brunson just drains a 3 right in front of Toppin's face. It's 81 to 64. Well, according to my app, oh wait, we ain't live. It's 86 to 64. Apparently, I wasn't live on live TV. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it. Where are the people? You know, there's people that's thinking shit up for Logan, and it's cheap shit just to get him over for the day, and everything they're doing is cheap shit. Roxanne comes in, you see her in the back talking to Finn. Now all of a sudden she's fucking with Dom. Okay. Liv comes back after 2 weeks of her filming a movie, which I don't remember them saying that she was gonna be gone for 2 weeks. Did y'all remember that? Because I didn't remember that. But apparently she was gone for that long, and now she's gonna have beef with Raquel because Raquel was supposed to be the veteran out there because she lost her match to fucking Kairi Sane. So, what are we doing with that? We just gonna waste Roxanne and what? Is Roxanne gonna be a part of Finn Balor's new group? Is Finn Balor making a new group? What are we doing? If Liv Morgan was the women's champion, I can see this happening where it'd be almost like, yo, they're trying to infiltrate on the inside and have like a little coup where Finn Balor would take the Intercontinental title from Dominic, and Roxanne Perez could take the women's championship from Liv Morgan, kind of like how Liv did to Rhea. But we're not getting that. We're getting this whole funny storyline that Dominic is this player all of a sudden. Every woman wants him. Like, don't get me wrong, I enjoy seeing the way Carlito and Finn react to the shit that they're doing in the back. I enjoy the way they're reacting to it, but it's still okay. You have nothing to do with the women, so we're just gonna throw Roxanne at Dominic again. What's going on, Ray?
What's going on? What's going on?
For the people listening at home wondering why this show just got fucked up, it's because Ray's here. He's 56 minutes late. The Knicks lost the last game because of his ass, but we refuse to lose this game because of your ass. In spite of your ass, we gonna win.
I hope y'all do.
He hopes we do. You know, Ray, you lucky I know you. Otherwise, I'd have took that shit personal. Insult. I hope you do. I hope you do too. How you like them apples, huh? I hope you had a good day.
Thank you.
Fucking thank me. Shit,
know
I know what hope
man.
means.
It's what I do.
We hoped John Cena's story was gonna be good in WWE, but nope.
It has been. Matches.
You see what I mean? You see what I mean?
Oh,
Half the viewers just turned off because of you lied.
Damn.
I promised these people from day one we wasn't gonna lie to them, and the first thing you did, first thing out your mouth was you lied.
Damn.
Our viewers are not your baby mamas. You don't need to lie to them.
Damn.
All right, Ron Simmons. Well, what's going on, bro? How you doing?
Not much, man. Can't complain. Been a little, unfortunately, a little busy. We had to get some things done. Can officially announce tomorrow, 7 p.m. We gonna finally see the poster that has been made. I saw it today. Shit looks perfect. So it's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be a good time.
Sting is on the poster.
He might be. I don't know. You're gonna have to wait 7 p.m. tomorrow. Get your tickets now. tinyurl.com/respect25. And yeah.
Word.
Oh,
Carlito needs to go on a solo run. He needs a title run. I'm I'm having him in the Judgment Day is a waste. Ray, my favorite Ecuadorian uncle. Yo, so big news. Mr. Loki got a new job. He got some new
Hey.
paper out here. He said he's ready to invest in everybody. We getting new cell phones and beepers, rocking Jordans and Gucci belts.
Oh,
That's what
shit.
Mr. Loki said.
Gucci belts?
Gucci belts for
Crazy.
everybody.
I bet.
You know, when I first heard of Gucci when I was in junior high school, I thought motherfuckers was trying to say cool G. I was like, what the fuck is a cool G belt? And I never saw one. I'm like, yo, I've never seen a cool G belt before. What the fuck is this? But then I see the 2 G's and the other. I'm like, what? Like Gucci? Is that what the fuck y'all trying to say? I was kind of hyped. I'm like, I want to see what this cool G shit look like.
I can see that. I can see it.
It's kind of like John Cena's fucking ruining wrestling. I want to see how he does it too, but apparently he don't know how to do it. They're just gonna say he does.
I got you.
But yeah, man. So I'm in here saying we need better stories. We need better intention with the shit because there's a lot of shit don't make sense, and they're giving the bullshit quick shit for Logan Paul, and they've been doing that for other people, and they've been trying to get something out of it, and that doesn't work. Like Roxanne Perez right now doing this shit with the Judgment Day. I know we saw her talk to Finn twice in the back, and now she's giving out nuggies to fucking to Dominic, and Liv comes back really fast. I didn't know she was gonna be gone for 2 weeks. For that note, you didn't need to tell us that she's filming the movie, but I could have swore they were gonna drag this out where it's gonna be Raquel versus Roxanne, and then Liv comes back. Yeah. Not the minute Roxanne shows up and says, "Hey, Dominic," boom, now it's a problem. Yeah. Like what? Were you even gone?
So I'm trying to remember. Who did we find out she was filming a movie from?
She announced that when they spoke to Adam Pearce. When Dominic was trying to get time off also. Okay. When Dominic was in his 15th minute of holding the Intercontinental title, saying this is too hard, he needs a vacation.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to I was like, wait a second, was this one of those that we were told this, or was it an actual segment? Like,
well, they said it online, but then they reaffirmed it on the show.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just asking because it's one of those where it's like, maybe she didn't actually film a movie. Maybe it was just something else. Because for 2 weeks, I don't know. I feel like it takes a little longer to, depending on the situation.
Word. Yo, not for nothing, normal guy. She should have gave us a nugget because, dude, the tray that she gave this man had to have been about 2 bags of actual frozen nuggets. That's not 1 bag of nuggets. I made 1 bag of nuggets. That's not 1 bag of nuggets. Maybe half that tray. She filled up that tray with nuggets, and then the box, the t-shirt box. Come on now, nah. They made a shit. That came from catering.
Yeah, of course.
The dude who made that shit, or who put the shit in the box, does not have an eye for the actual amount of nuggets that come in a fucking box. That come in a fucking bag. He needs to be fired.
Why are we firing the catering?
Continuity. We need this shit to be continuity. It's not believable.
Continuity about nuggets?
Yeah, because I don't believe Roxanne's gonna make 2 fucking batches of nuggets for this fucking guy.
What? Why not? It's
No. She's too young to be making 2 batches of nuggets for him. She's only 23, Ray. Stop looking at her.
You were like 23?
Huh?
You never made just that much nuggets when you were like 23?
I am a man.
I'm just saying.
Roxanne is a woman.
And?
What do you mean, and? You discrediting she's a woman, Ray?
No, I'm just...
Are you saying that so she's supposed to be a full-time wrestler, have a boyfriend, and make 2 bags of nuggets for Dominic while she don't have an oven? Is that what you're saying, Ray? That she just needs to get back in the kitchen, don't worry about wrestling?
No.
Is that what you're saying?
What did I walk into?
I don't know what you walked into. We was having a good conversation. Then you came over here and you started lying to us.
Jesus. What kind of conversation is this?
Shit. We over here having a good conversation. Me and Damien, Mr. Loki, normal guy, Ray. Tyson, Mike over here. Even Mike was saying if you get rid of the women's division, viewership will go up by at least 10%.
Yeah, Mike. That's
That means 20,000 people more would watch wrestling a week if they got rid of their women's division. Not 23,000, not 24,000, not even 19,000, 20,000. And what has WWE have been screaming about for the past 2 years, Ray? We are missing $20,000 people's viewership. If we could just get 20 more thousand people to view us a week, we'll be out of this hole. And Mike figured out the way. Now, Roxanne was 19 before she turned 20, but she's 23 now.
Jeez.
But yeah, I'm enjoying the looks on the faces of Carlito and Finn Balor when they instigate shit. I'm enjoying that. But also, what happened to letting a story breathe? Remember when Triple H was advocating that? Letting a story breathe? You guys don't have it, your attention span is like a fucking frog or whatever the fuck he says, and letting the story breathe and blah, blah, blah. Well, guess what? Now, my attention span is too fucking long for these short ass stories. I'm trying to figure out what happened, how they start. Because Seth started in the end, went to the beginning, and tried to make a new ending. There's no middle with him. Even Gigi was saying, why the fuck is Bronson Reed there? He's whooped your ass.
Well, yeah, that's why I said they need to give at least some explanation.
But what is the group for? Like, in all honesty, right? What is the group for Seth to be champion? Is it Paul Heyman that's running this shit to bring these guys to a bigger level, or are they just together so Seth Rollins can be out there fucking dancing and take another 40 minutes? Because I'm sitting here watching this going, why does he have this group? I know why Bobby Lashley was with the Hurt Business. I know why Big E was with the New Day. I know why Roman was with the Bloodline. I know why Sammy was with the Bloodline. I know why Jacob Fatu was with Solo in the New Bloodline.
Yeah.
I even know why the League of Fantasma's together. I know why fucking Selena Vega left LWO, and I know why Penta fucking has fireworks behind them. I don't know why these people are together.
Yeah, they still haven't explained that to us. We still don't know why we have the Dangerous Alliance 2.0 or Evolution 2.0, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. Which that is bullshit also.
But
Evolution 2.0, my ass.
well, that's what
my
it
ass.
is.
My ass.
What else would you call it then?
I would call that a waste of fucking time.
Why?
Seth Rollins is in it.
Of course. Outside of
what he do on Monday? He wasted our time with that bullshit promo. No one listened to it. After Paul Heyman stopped speaking, no one listened to it. I heard you snoring when you said you was gonna listen to Seth Rollins' promo. He said nothing. But we'll get to what Damien says after you make your
No, but I'm just saying that I feel like it's the best way to call it is an Evolution 2.0 because of having Seth's your centerpiece here, but you have two young upstarts. And again, as much as you might not like Seth Rollins, it's something that now puts these two guys in the main event scene. It puts them in that level of we're up.
Paul Heyman puts him in the main event.
Yeah, but Paul Heyman isn't the wrestler. You still need a wrestler.
Paul Heyman's a better wrestler than Seth Rollins.
What's Damien's point?
Speaking of storylines, WWE, what's your thoughts about the whole crap about Vince wanting to buy WWE back? I'm going to say it right here for you, Damien. If Vince McMahon buys WWE back, Thursday nights will be about a different topic than wrestling. I'm not watching WWE anymore.
It's not happening. He could want to, just like we want $1 billion. Unfortunately, not going to happen right now.
Knowing his ass and the Orange Man that Hoach likes to talk about is possible because yo,
I'm saying it's not happening because of, remember, now it's under TKO. Why would they want to tank themselves by fucking aligning themselves?
if the Saudis give enough money,
I said
he's been to Saudi Arabia with them with the Undertaker. If he's truly trying to make this work, you know he's going the billionaire route.
Yeah, I still I can't see it because there again, so many people are gonna be like, well, that's all, folks. Like it's you're not gonna.
But then there's so many people that are gonna be like, oh, let's get back to Vince's back because Triple H couldn't do it. Remember, Ray, no one is gonna vote for Trump again, and he's the fucking president.
Yeah, but Jesus.
We had a serial killer who was killing homosexual men and throwing them in a tub of acid and eating them and taking inappropriate pictures with them, and women would go, oh, he's cute. We can't determine what the public is gonna do, to be honest with you, Ray. Yeah, us normal people, sane people with some kind of morality is not gonna watch wrestling anymore. But
well, not,
then
not
you got
wrestling. I just wouldn't watch that.
Yeah, then you got the hard R's, the red, you know,
yeah,
you know, those people are gonna watch wrestling.
Yeah,
you're probably gonna watch those people that don't even watch wrestling or know what the fuck Vince did to turn back wrestling because like, oh, Vince McMahon's back. Let's see what he does because they like the character of Vince McMahon.
Yeah,
Vince makes WWE into a cartoon. If it was only that good. But yeah, I'm the topic of this show in the beginning of this rant was that WWE missed a major opportunity with R-Truth. The shit that he could have did with Cena for a month, 2 months would have been gold.
So the problem with that is, unfortunately, is time. Because if this is something where we didn't know the clock, like we didn't know December's it, like we just have Cena now. Like this was the thing of we have time. This could have been the feud till the summer. Like this could have been the feud till SummerSlam. Have him and Truth, and it's fine.
It should have been. It could have been the feud to. We have 7 months, right,
bro?
Dude. WrestleMania was what? April 19th.
Yeah.
Right? We are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks away from April 19th. 6 weeks away from WrestleMania. We already had Backlash and Saturday Night Main Event. And in another 2 weeks, we're gonna have fucking Money in the Bank. And then 2 weeks after that, we're gonna have Worlds Collide. Well, not Worlds Collide. Another Saturday Night Main Event in July.
Yeah.
That's 5 fucking PLEs before summer.
But think about that.
You're telling me he could have fit into Money in the Bank?
But no, this is what I'm saying. Think about it though, because when you say in those 6 weeks, how many feuds has Cena already had in between those 6 weeks?
1.
No, he had 2. Him and Randy, him and Truth.
That's not a feud. That match was 4 minutes, bro.
Bro, but how many weeks of it was the build of it? The night after Mania.
1 week of build because R-Truth cut a promo. Cena wasn't even there to talk about R-Truth. The only time they actually built the shit was when Cena put R-Truth through the table at Backlash, and then R-Truth said that promo on Friday.
Yeah, but this is also, think about it. Realistically, we knew what this feud was. We all wanted that moment to happen. That's what this was. This was they said, you know what? Let's please the internet because everyone wants to see R-Truth has to step up to his childhood hero. We need that. That's all this was gonna be.
Okay, I get it, Ray. I get it. I understand where you're coming from. Understand my logic.
Yeah.
R-Truth.
Yeah.
53 years old.
Yeah.
61-time champion. We're including the 24/7 champion.
Yeah.
First ever African American. Yeah. First ever African American NWA champion.
Yep.
John Cena is his childhood hero.
Yeah.
He's been his childhood hero for about 10 years now.
Yep.
They had 4-minute match. They had a 4-minute match, so John Cena can interfere to team up with Logan Paul, a YouTuber, been in the business for 15 minutes, and they can team up and have a tag team match against Jey Uso and Cody Rhodes, who was gone for 4 weeks and now is back to wrestle Cena again.
Yeah.
Cody Rhodes couldn't wait until SummerSlam to come back. Who else? Who else is so dire need that we need to wrestle John Cena right now? Who's on this list to wrestle John Cena? We're not getting Edge.
Yeah, no. It's
what, CM Punk? That's gonna happen in December. We got 7 months. There's 5 PLEs already until what, August? Bro, you're telling me R-Truth couldn't have got another match at Money in the Bank? You're telling me you couldn't have R-Truth be that lesson to these kids that sometimes, as a friend, you have to sacrifice and you have to go down in the deep to pull somebody out of their own ass, or to say maybe sometimes who you think you are or who you think you look up to isn't really the person you should be.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like, yo, some people change on you, but this is, like, give them an example of who to be, or pull John Cena out of that a little bit. People keep saying, John Cena, look at John Cena's face. He doesn't want to be healed. He doesn't want to be healed. Take advantage of that, because we all know that's not the part of the storyline. It's just Cena can't do it.
But that's I think that's the problem. Is if you kept it going, you should play on that.
Yeah,
it makes sense to hit on that. And the problem is, I don't know. It doesn't look like they're ready to turn him back yet.
No. This is the beauty of it, Ray.
Yeah.
You do that Money in the Bank. At the end of the match, you have John Cena do that whole should I, shouldn't I, should I, shouldn't I, and he drops it, and everybody's like, yeah, John Cena's back. And then he turns into Kylo Ren stabbing Han Solo. And he's deeper into the dark side. And that's when he changes. And he goes, now I'm really going to ruin. There's no more shirts. There's no more shorts. He's just somebody that comes out and goes, you want, like, I really thought that was going to, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm sick of y'all. I'm going to ruin wrestling. Every match he has is disqualification. He could have a match on Raw for the title and just kick him right in the nuts. Yeah. You go, I'm not wrestling nobody. This is how I ruin wrestling. I'm not wrestling nobody. And then you can have Adam Pearce and what's his name go, yo, if you don't wrestle, we're going to strip you of the title. And the match begins. And right when they do the collar tie-up, John Cena steps out of the ring. He gets counted out. And they come out to go, yo, we're going to strip you of the title. And The Rock comes out and says, no. I'm the final boss here. I'm the guy. Cena, you're good. Go ahead. That's how you ruin wrestling. He hasn't done nothing in the way of ruining wrestling for the storyline. He's ruining your memory of him, your perception of the little kid's perception of him.
Yeah.
But he's not ruining wrestling.
Well, matches say otherwise.
Oh, no. Dude, to me, that's how he always was.
See, but
that's the status quo.
See, but again, I can't agree with that, because that wasn't the feud with Randy. That's why I said, if there's ever going to be a match that should be okay in this end, was that. I told y'all Cena turning heel was stupid. Damien, it wasn't, though, because this is what people fucking wanted to see. Like, that was the whole point, is if there's ever a time to fucking do it,
yo, but
it's gonna be now.
Okay, so people want to see the Cassie tapes too, but when they play it and it's a snuff film, don't you think they'd be like, ah?
Bro, no, come on, man.
You know,
Jesus Christ. Bro, come on.
I'm just saying.
Bro,
this isn't what we was promised,
bro. But oh shit,
people paid to see Ric Flair's last match.
Yeah,
and he died in the ring twice. You think people are like, oh well, He wanted to do it because we wanted to see it. Or people were like, yo, don't ever do that shit again.
Yeah, but we also knew it was gonna be bad.
I knew this was gonna be bad.
Well, you also again, no matter what Cena did, Cena could have the fucking 5-star matches right now. You would still say it's bad,
If Cena had a 5-star match, I would have told you.
bro. Really?
Yes,
So if he has one good match during this fucking run,
I would tell you.
okay,
I would tell you.
okay.
Oh, okay, me.
No,
I'm not a protector of these people, Ray.
bro.
I've been telling you since day one I want to be wrong. I said it earlier when you was handling your business.
Yeah.
I said, if you're gonna give me this shit that I don't want, let's at least make the best out of this so it's enjoyable to watch. Because believe it or not, I want to watch wrestling. I don't want to sit here every fucking Monday and go, why is Seth Rollins talking?
Yeah.
I would rather Seth Rollins do some shit that makes me go, you know what? I want to see this. That's what I want. I don't want to sit here and go, why is he here? I want to sit here and go, okay, what is he going to do now? That's why I'm so hard on these people. That's why I lay so hard on these people. I can't promote mediocrity. I can't sit here and go, I've watched wrestling for 37 years and the bullshit you're giving me is okay. It's A-okay by me. No, it's not. They spend so much money in Evolve, in LFG, and NXT to develop superstars of the future. And they do nothing with the superstars of the future that's already on the main roster. How many of those people are sitting in the back not doing shit? Carmelo Hayes has been on SmackDown every week wrestling the same fucking person. He's about to wrestle Aleister Black for like, what? It's going to be the first time, but this is the 4th time they're talking about the shit.
Yeah.
Already I'm on some, and then does that lead to a pay-per-view match? So at least get some notoriety? Some kind of fucking view for people who only watch PLEs? Nope.
Probably
It's a
not.
SmackDown thing. And you know what people don't watch? SmackDown. I want this shit to be good. I do. I so badly want this shit to be good. It's all I got, Ray. It's all I have. I can't be like you and turn around and watch fucking Martha Stewart cook. I don't know what you be doing on the side. It's all I got, Ray. It's all I got.
Martha Stewart cooking is fucking
Yeah.
wild, bro.
Shit.
Yeah.
Then you fucking come up here and tell me people want to see Cardi B at SummerSlam. Nobody wants to see Cardi B on SummerSlam. But fake ass.
Bro, apparently people do. I don't know. That one, I don't know. But again, this is also, it gets interest.
Oh,
That's what, unfortunately, what shows.
dude, yo,
People
not for
interested?
nothing. Not for nothing, Ray.
Yeah.
You even said it. The matches Cena's having are not up to par.
Yeah.
Can we agree with that?
Yeah. I
Okay,
said it though.
So now, Mr. I'm gonna ruin wrestling.
Yeah.
If his matches were literally intended to make you go home mad, where he wrestles Cody Rhodes, you see he can't do it, and he cheats and he wins off of some bullshit, not Travis Scott bullshit, but like straight like unbelievable bullshit. Like he hit him in front of the ref and made the ref count because he's with The Rock.
Yeah.
Bullshit. And it's like, what the fuck was that? And then the next time he defends the title, instantly gets fucking DQ'd. And his match is a fucking 3 seconds. And there's no consequences for him. I'm ruining wrestling. He can even start fucking having his stooges, which would be Logan Paul and Travis Scott, interfere on people. Be like, yo, fucking Jey Uso and anybody you throw out there, right? Jey Uso and Karrion Kross fighting in the main event. They come out and interfere. What the fuck is this? Cena's like, that's the end of the show. Everybody go home. You're telling me that wouldn't be more appealing? To me, that would be a little interesting because, like, wait a minute. He just ended the show. Okay, now this is a completely different person.
No.
that's on a mission to ruin wrestling, how is the rest of the thing gonna react? Now, when Cody Rhodes comes back, he legitimately has something to fight about. Where is that here? Because before Randy Orton said that he needed kids, and after fucking R-Truth said, "I'm gonna beat the hustle, loyalty, respect out of you," there was no solid ground. And the lame shit he's doing now is, if Logan Paul's the champion, it ruins wrestling. What? That's his plan? It would have been better if Logan Paul was with him since the beginning and he said that. Because even Logan Paul could be like, yeah, fuck these people. I'm only here for the money. Aleister Black and Rusev are being wasted. They should be in the title picture by now. But which title? They're both being held up. The WWE Championship is being held up by Cena in his 23 days left. Jey Uso's being held up by pushing Logan Paul.
Yeah.
And Rusev doesn't need to be re-explained to us. We know who the fuck Rusev is. At least put him in a predominant fucking rivalry. Like, I can understand Aleister Black and Carmelo Hayes if Carmelo Hayes was the United States champion.
No.
Because I can see, and I said this to Lay, imagine Carmelo Hayes wins the Money in the Bank and the Miz is trying to hitch his ride to Carmelo. And somehow he gets Carmelo to win the championship. And the Miz turns on him and he wants that title for himself. Like, he just finagled his way into getting a title shot with Carmelo Hayes. And that's how he's going to become 3-time Grand Slam champion.
Yeah.
There goes something right there. But we need Jacob Fatu to say, I love you, Solo. And then again, a year too late, Solo's gonna become fucking Money in the Bank.
See, I don't even know if that's the direction now that they're gonna go.
I don't either, but
because I think that was the whole point of if we even put Jacob in it, it's just so they can have a fucking fight. Because they're gonna cost each other. So
well,
we have a SummerSlam match.
It's obvious Cobbs is there to protect Solo.
Yeah.
That statement he made on Friday was there to protect Solo.
Yeah.
And take that sour puss off your look, Ray. Take that look off your face, Ray. Don't act like I'm ruining wrestling for you now because I'm bursting your bubble with your favorite hero. All right? The Power Rangers is about to be shot in 4K, Ray. 4Ks.
I saw that. They're about to put them out in 4K, and I'm just like...
Yeah, not 1K, but 4 of them. Groundbreaker style Ks.
It's a lot of case. It's a lot of case. Oh, geez.
Appreciate you still being here, normal guy.
Yeah, what's going on, normal guy?
Do you give Finn Balor the Intercontinental Championship?
I do if we find out that Finn's the one that's like pulling all the strings right now. Like, you start having him be the reason of
what's going on, DJ?
Like,
let the bodies hit the floor.
Oh, I just destroyed Ray's whole dream of John Cena.
I got no rebuttals at this point. So now let's see. DJ's the third man we need for this conversation because
all right.
I got nothing.
All right, well, I'm gonna let you finish your thought before we go into that.
Yeah,
I just went into 4 rants of John Cena. Okay.
God, dog.
Brother,
what a lead off bat. You went 4 deep into John Cena.
You were.
But no, yeah. If we're going the route of like he's the one that brought in Roxanne, he's the one that's been like just doing this. I could see it. I could see them give Finn Balor the IC title. I don't think we're gonna get it for a bit though, because I feel like Dom, they're still high on Dom right now. But we'll see. We'll see
So
what happens.
here's my thing,
Yeah.
right? And you could tell me if this don't make no sense or if they should go another way.
Yeah.
But if I'm seeing Finn Balor bringing in Roxanne, it's to start tension.
Of course. Yeah.
I'm assuming already he has DJ McKillicuddy or whatever the fuck this guy's name is. He doesn't know his name. We need him to pick one name, Ray. He can't keep changing his name every week.
Yeah.
It's JD McDonough.
Jada McDonough. This week they call him McDonough. I see Finn pulling McDonough with him.
Mac.
So it's gonna be Finn, Roxanne, and McDonough.
Okay.
I would give the Intercontinental title to McDonough and have Finn win the Money in the Bank. Well, he just lost the thing. I would have Finn go for that world title.
Okay.
Be more of a fucking actual legitimate group and go for gold for everybody.
Gotcha.
And have McDonough take the title away from Dominic, because even though they have those issues with Finn and Dominic, I believe McDonough and Dominic are closer as friends. So when McDonough turns his back on Dominic, it might be a bigger sting than Finn, because we see Finn doing this from a mile away.
Mm.
What's going on, Gigi?
There she is.
Hi guys.
There she is.
Yeah.
What's going on? What's going on?
I don't know. 6 and 7. That's what's going on because that's
They-
what I'm
they better.
watching.
They
That's
better.
what-
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Before I
What
get
up?
my before I get my knee braces and become the center for the Knicks.
Bro, at this point they might need you because I'm still.
Bruh.
Yeah.
We're
Bruh.
running out of, man. I think, I was just talking about this with somebody. I think when so going back to when Tatum tore his Achilles,
Yeah.
they needed to put them away in that next game.
Yeah.
So the fact that they had to keep spending all that energy on a Celtics team that had one of their main guys gone. So now you're going against the Pacers, who are not a joke, and you're running out of gas. Like that's basically what's happening. Like they're just, it does happen. They just like a couple guys short here.
Yeah. So it's 108 to 90. Knicks winning, a minute and 50 seconds left. But yeah.
Oh, you're super caught up. I'm still in 2 minutes in the fourth.
Oh,
I got 90 to 108 right now. But
Well,
it's
for
good
me,
to know
it's not-
these
it's-
things.
it's
We're
90 to
still on the
108
up.
also.
I'm happy to hear that. Oh
Word.
man.
See if they can hold on.
Come on.
We already got Western Conference champions. You
Come
don't
on.
want people getting the rest for too long. Let's see if they can hold on.
word.
Oh wait, you know what? I'm not. Why am I saying Tools already is updated. We're good. I'm good. We're good.
Yeah. It's
I'll get
still
the
90 to
update.
108. It's just the time I have is closer to ending than you are.
Okay.
Yeah, because I
Yeah.
just reached to 1 minute and 28.
Yeah,
All
that's
right.
where I'm at. Because they went to
Oh,
commercials
okay.
now.
So
Yeah.
fight another night.
Yeah. So, all right. So DJ and Gigi,
What up?
the quick summary. I'm gonna give you what I just told Ray.
Oh, hold up.
They missed a huge opportunity with R-Truth
Okay.
because I believe they could have dragged this out to at least Money in the Bank.
Hmm.
Because if you have R-Truth, at least showing these kids that sometimes a good friend needs to fight him to get him out of whatever the fuck he's going out of, or something. The lesson can be learned there, right? And then John Cena gets into that match, Money in the Bank, and he has to question himself now. Do I cheat? Do I not? You have that famous thing at the end of the match, right? And then John Cena pulls a Kylo Ren and stabs Han Solo right in the chest and goes deeper into the bad guy. You ruin wrestling because now you just completely turn yourself into a Sith Lord, right? If we're talking Sith, Star Wars. But then if you're gonna team up with Logan Paul and Travis Scott, you can literally have them be your stooges. So the next challenger, whoever it is, they beat them up every week, when the match happens, John Cena kicks him right in the nuts in the beginning of the match and walks out. There's no match. He goes, I'm gonna ruin wrestling. There's no more matches. When Jey Uso has a match for the title, they interfere in that. Then Adam Pearce turns around and what's his name? The other GM, I forgot his fucking Magnus.
Nick Aldis.
Nick Aldis. They turn around like, yo, if you don't actually wrestle this match, we're gonna strip you of the title and have John Cena in the middle of the match walk out, get counted out. And when they go, yo, that's it, we're gonna strip you. The Rock comes out and goes, no, he's with me. You're good, just Cena. Go ahead, go handle your business, and walk out. You're telling me that wouldn't be more compelling because now this guy is running the show? He's not letting nobody wrestle? That's how I would ruin wrestling.
So my rebuttal to that was, we don't have the time. If we didn't know Cena was gone in December, that's it. He only has a certain amount of dates. We can use multiple months here to drag out certain storylines. We don't have that luxury because, unfortunately, not only did we know he's done in December, he's only doing limited dates. And I think the number is now down to like 15. And we're still in May.
What if he pulls a Mark Henry on us?
I
I'm
was
just
hoping for that.
I'm just gonna
I
throw
was
that
hoping
out
for
there
that.
just in case. What happens if he comes out in a salmon suit?
I think
He's gonna pull a
unfortunately-
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah,
I'm not fucking leaving.
I don't.
Right.
I would hope so. I would for my childhood sake.
And he's
I
gonna
would hope
snort coke
so.
out of some chick's butt. And right in the center of the ring.
For my childhood sake,
I'm not
I would
Listen,
hope so.
John
dying,
Cena
it's
doesn't do
over.
that. If anything, it'll be
No,
like
yeah.
pre-workout. You know, like,
Oh no,
Yeah.
Creatine. He's gonna have his creatine shake
At
out
this
of
point,
somebody's ass.
He's gonna take body shots with Prime.
Yeah.
Ray's trying to make a point here, and
Yeah,
we're
I'm
just
like, I don't
Sorry.
think it's going that route. I think just because of how extensive, like everywhere he's
now
gone,
we
he's
know.
gone on
But
record.
who's to say?
Mhm.
Who's to say that we're done with R-Truth and John Cena? R-Truth ain't gonna give up. He's never giving up. Just
Like-
because the champ went down, because
Like
he
the
sees
t-shirt
himself
says.
as Ron, Cena. I'm saying
I still want that
he's
shirt.
not going away. How many times he got beat up by the Judgment Day and he still went back? You know, we're not completely done with R-Truth. I'm just gonna say it. You know,
I hope not.
I'm just saying. It could
But-
be, you know, it's
but
watch
they
it be
move-
like open challenge type
Yeah.
shit. I don't
Our
know.
truth may
I'm
not
just-
be done, but they moved
But
on from
I
him
do.
quick.
We don't have time with Cena.
Yeah.
Would I like to see that concept? Yes. I'm with you. I like this. So I do. I like it. But we honestly don't have time. But my rebuttal is this. Who's to say we're fucking done with R-Truth and John Cena? We're not done. We're not done. Anytime R-Truth is going to get an opportunity when John Cena is on the show, he is going to take that opportunity. Because John Cena is never giving up. Or Ron Cena's. Oh, I'm sorry. I did say on the other. I just automatically went.
Yeah.
I mean, I would rather
Sorry.
that than whatever. The
And
fuck Ray
listen,
just did.
I'm ready for all of this that's coming to
I do hope we at least
WWE,
get-
Triple A.
They need to run that once. Let Penta wrestle Cena just once.
We don't have time for that, Ray.
Uh-oh.
There's not enough time.
Listen,
he's
we
gonna
Uh-oh,
don't
Ray.
have time for
Okay,
that,
okay,
but
okay.
it would be fantastic.
That's gonna be
to
the new
see. I
phrase
would-
of the show. We don't have
Listen, I would rather Penta first than Joe Hendry. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm just saying, if we're gonna put names out there, you know, because Joe Hendry's definitely trying to put that shit out there into.
His name and he
He's trying to be the next
appeared.
Austin Theory with
I
that one.
believe in Joe Hendry.
Next one.
And you want to know what's crazy? He might. Oh shit! 111. That's a nice, beautiful angel number. Yay!
I wonder if
We gonna
external
manifest the
dates
next
count.
win too, bitch.
I wonder if external dates count with the 15 dates he has left with WWE. So if Cena shows up somewhere else and wrestles Joe Hendry, does that
He's
count?
not gonna do that.
I don't know.
No.
I'm still hopeful about a July date.
Bro, you should be lucky that Trick Williams is about to fucking wrestle for TNA as the champion. He put
Hey,
Cena in
that's the
TNA.
way-
Oh, hey, thank you for saying that. Now that the Knicks game is done, I get to watch TNA.
Word.
Thank you. Because
That's what I
Trick
do here.
Williams is the new TNA champion.
Whooping.
Word.
And the next match for that title is up against none other than Bronx native, the Boricua himself, fucking Mike Santana. Bro.
Which I was surprised they allowed him to say Bronx on TV.
I mean, they allow Damian Priest, so.
Very rarely do we.
And then I need to manifest this right now. Once Santana gets to the main roster, before he feuds with Damian Priest,
And we're already
before,
getting there.
'cause you know, bodies and bodies can only unite for so long before we just like, man, fuck this nigga. And that's the unfortunate truth with our own kind. And that goes to everybody, okay? It's not just Boricuas. It's Dominicans, it's Black people, Asian people, Chinese people hate other Chinese people, and then they hate Asians as well because then they get confused for Asians, and Asians feel the same way.
Well,
I'm just saying.
to their defense, they only live with them.
I know,
They don't like.
but
They don't like
listen,
the.
you know, like
be with other
everyone's a
people.
little bit racist to their own kind. I'm just gonna say that, and there will always gonna be beef, and it is what it is.
I love how this isn't the first time we've had this conversation about just the specifications of Asians. That just
Listen.
it makes me die every time Gigi says it, and I'm just like, wait, Gigi, they go in that category too.
The views expressed on the show
Are not those of respect and of DJ.
But Ray does agree with them 100%.
Listen, the Japs are
especially when it
feuding
comes to
with us.
kangaroos.
Word.
Listen, the Japs are feuding with us too. You know, it's crazy. Well, with them, and they're all
Jesus.
crazy. Anyway.
Yeah, that was it for. He's like,
Off, Ray.
no, you're not getting me on a.
You ever got
Ray's
jabbed in the face, Ray?
It was too late. It was too late. You had no choice. Yeah. And you came back. So boom. Crazy. Crazy.
I thought the
Why
shit
would you
Tone
say things
saying
like
was
that,
wild.
Ray?
Word.
You would say crazy things like that. It's insane.
I-
Nonetheless,
let him
I
find out there's a
digress.
Japanese
I
kangaroo.
digress. Ray, stop changing the fucking subject all the time. Man. It's always being a fucking racist.
What?
Before
get 'em
Mike
changed.
Santana and Damian Priest, right? This is what I'm manifesting. Right? Santana gets to the main roster before feuding with Priest. He tag teams up, and we get this new day and age of Los Boricuas.
Wait,
Okay.
wait. How we
Let-
getting Santana on the main roster?
Let her cook.
Listen, I'm manifesting these things.
We don't have time to not
We
have
don't have
money.
time to explain
I
this.
told you
Okay.
that is the new.
Listen, if I see
Ladies and
Santana
gentlemen,
on
I'm
NXT,
out.
there is strong possibilities that is the trajectory that we're going with him. Okay, I want this for him.
WWE is taking everybody that they show on NXT anyway. so
Listen,
it's easy to
I'm
believe
just
that.
saying. Why can't I go ahead and fantasy book this?
Ray,
That's not nice.
is it because he's from the Bronx, Ray?
Is it because he's from the Bronx?
Or is it because he's a brown man?
Oh,
That's what it is.
See?
Damn.
See? Let's get to the nitty gritty, Ray.
Unbelievable.
No judgment here. What do you? You better text
We
him.
listen and we don't
I-
I
judge.
was gonna say,
We
should I
listen and
call
we
him
don't
right now
judge.
and see what his opinion on this is.
Ask him what his opinion on why you hate him. Ask him. He's
Well,
like, yo,
I'm trying to manifest Santana going to the main roster and tag teaming up with Damian Priest to create Los Boricuas for this day and age, and you're like, what do you mean I'm the main investor? No, I'm manifesting these things. I want that. And then I want the fucking screw job of who's gonna, and I think Santana will be great as a heel, but you know, let's see.
That's a crab in the barrel, Ray.
And then from there we'll get the feud between Santana and Damian Priest. And that's how we're gonna have. That's how
the Boricuas gotta fight.
She just said they don't like each other.
Didn't I just say that? Like, enough of our own kind. We just start like beefing. Have we not learned anything from the Judgment Day?
Yeah.
Have we not learned anything from the fucking bloodline? The bloodline. They're blood, and sometimes they don't fucking like each other.
Yeah. And they don't stand in line no more.
You see? No, he's still our tribal chief. But what is a chief without a tribe?
Right? Or blood.
Bro, that's why. So why are you asking a stupid fucking question when it comes to why they gotta beef? Because eventually they will.
Have we not seen tag teams in WWE, Ray?
Hello? One is always ready to screw the other.
The Rockers.
Brett and Owen.
Rock
Like-
and Austin.
No more examples.
Eddie and Chavo.
Wait. The legendary tag team of Becky Lynch and Valkyria?
Oh my God.
The Mega Power.
I never saw
The
that
Mega
coming.
Powers.
Yeah.
The Hardys.
Yeah.
The fucking Hardys. Shall we continue? You want to continue the list of and let's not forget the list of Jericho's tag team partners that he's had, and he crossed over so many fucking times.
Yeah.
And Kevin Owens.
Yep. And the Miz.
And it's not so awesome
Right?
when he see Miss Truth. You don't remember
Toma-
that?
Tommaso
Justice for our
Ciampa.
truth for that.
Word. Tommaso Ciampa and Sammy Gargano.
That's a good thing Sting wasn't in the company that long, because he would have got he would have had somebody
Johnny
turn on him
Gargano,
in
not
WWE.
Sammy.
When I grew up with him, his name was Sammy. I don't know when he changed the name to Johnny.
You know what you did? You put Sammy Guevara's name, and then you put Gargano's last. I saw what you were doing. I was like, Sammy Gargano, nigga, that's not Guevara. No.
I do it to Ray's boy all the time, Dr. Sleep. I can't. I can say his last name until it comes to the show, and then I can't fucking say it. I don't know what the fuck. Like right now, I
You have no clue what his last name is, do you?
Georgia Gregor Roma.
Anthony.
No.
Gangone. See?
Gangone.
There
See?
we go.
See?
When they don't change it on me, DJ, I got it.
When they don't
Who
change
the fuck changed it? Wait a minute. It's been like that. Wait a minute. Now you
DG,
lost
are you
yourself
changing
a
names
point.
on Toe?
Anthony
You lost
Gargano a
yourself a
couple
point.
times.
He wrestled Johnny Gargano before.
Yeah,
It was a great
I-
match.
I called him Anthony Gargano to his face.
Yeah.
It was on the show, but
He heard it. It wasn't
Yeah.
said. It wasn't
but you know
upset.
something though, I got him over. He's thinking about it. He's thinking about it. Joining the WWE is Sammy Gargano's
I don't think
brother.
he's thinking about it. I think he's.
We're gonna have Anthony, Sammy, and Johnny Gargano up in there. The Garganos. They're gonna be called the Gargantuans. Make it happen, Ray.
Wow.
We got time for that. We got time for that.
We have time for that? All right.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I say we print the shirts. We don't have time for that.
We don't have time for that. Wrap it up. Send it home.
If I would have known when I sent out for these shirts today, I could have had that in the back. You don't got
Word.
time.
You see what it says,
Yo.
Judge? It says wrap it up. Wrap that shit up, B.
Watch, DJ, watch. When July 19th happens, we're gonna be there in respect. The rest is gonna go up to Ray. We're like, yo, you know what I want to do? I want to do this. It's gonna progress. So we ain't got time for that. That's all he's gonna say. We ain't got time for that. We ain't got time for that. We ain't got time
That
for that.
and
Somebody gonna go through a table. I don't own that. We ain't got time for this.
in the words of the great Dusty Rhodes, don't do shit you don't know how to do.
Word.
Yep. That is definitely part of the
That
lesson
part.
learned. If you do
That
not
part.
know how to do this, tonight is not the night to try it out. Um, that is, yeah, yeah.
Baby. Don't
Mind
do
you, Ray's
shit
like,
on
no,
my
no, no.
dick."
Wait a minute. I seen what you've been doing at these shows, and no, I don't know. I don't know about that tonight.
You've never done a 920 splash, so you're not
Nope.
doing it tonight.
Nope. That will not be
Listen,
happening. No,
listen,
sorry.
listen. I just
But
spend
Ray
a
is
lot of
going
money on
through a
these
table.
tables.
That is
All
happening.
right, we're
He's
trying to
done
make
that.
sure that I go through the table. So if anybody takes crazy bumps, it's just me going through the table when we sell out. You know.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, it's gonna be time for that.
Yep. Oh, there's definitely gonna be time for that.
But but the funny thing is, speaking of time, it's been 6 weeks since WrestleMania. We had
Mhm.
Backlash and Saturday Night Main Event, and in
Mhm.
2 weeks we got Money in the Bank, and then in 2 weeks after that, there's another Saturday Night Main Event.
Don't
Mhm.
forget the NXT battleground that we had with that too.
Yeah. So and then
And worlds
the
collide.
Worlds Collide. So that's like 7 events before the summer. I think there's time to squeeze in one more our truth and John Cena match.
I believe in
I'll
it.
go with it. I think we got time for that.
You believe in our truth, Ray? Is that what it is? You don't believe in him? You don't know what's up
Tell the truth
and nothing but the truth.
and the truth with
I
an
mean, you
F.
can get
Yeah.
with this or you can get with that.
Word. We know you
This
don't
is
like
where
little
it's
Jimmy.
at.
We know you don't like little Jimmy because he remind you of one of your stepkids.
Yep.
Oh wait, now they're stepkids. Okay.
No, well you
I
gotta
mean,
manipulate these women somehow, Ray.
can't all impregnate them, you know.
Word.
Ray, when you gonna get a
So-
vasectomy, dog?
Real.
2027. 2027.
2020. So damn, that's
He got
that's
a
like an-
goal, DJ. Guinness
Okay.
Book of World. Him and Nick Cannon are just going after it.
going after. it.
Yeah.
All right.
We try to
That ain't
get Nick
good.
Cannon to
Ain't,
show
ain't
up
gonna
July
be no
19th.
population problem
Nope.
Word.
with Ray and Nick Cannon.
Nope.
You know,
Oh man.
We're trying to get
You
Nick
know,
Cannon to show up to Respect too.
you
To
don't
have
need like
that
100 men under gorilla. You
yeah.
just need Nick Cannon's kids.
Yeah,
Word.
exactly.
That gorilla ain't surviving that
They
shit.
multiply. Like, yo, who's that mutant that multiplies?
Multiple
Oh my
man.
god.
Multi-man.
Huh?
Multiple
Multi-man.
man.
Yeah. Wait, you know what? I'm also thinking about
Invincible.
Invincible.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was thinking about him.
What the
That's a
fuck is
damn
his
good
name?
show.
Him and his sister.
I don't remember. That's why but that's the person I had in mind. But obviously, it is because of the other one. Oh man,
Dude,
I
wow.
can't wait. I can't wait for the new one to come up. Such a good show. I gotta start watching Big Mouth too.
Oh
Anyway.
yeah.
So, Ray, I want to know your opinion on why Joe Henry had to lose the TNA championship.
Uh-oh.
Because you mentioned something about he couldn't do some show or something. What is this about?
Here comes the
Whatever
booker.
I said cannot be said on here. That's why I said it in the chat. That's why I put it in the chat.
So because he sings his own entrance music,
Yes, that's
he
exactly.
can't go
why.
to Zimbabwe,
Ain't that a...
right?
We'll
So that
talk
means
about
Shawn
it.
Michaels wouldn't be able to go either.
Nope.
Oh,
But
The
you know
honky
what?
tonk man. No, can't go.
I don't think they want him anyway. It's
Nah.
okay.
But I agree with Ray. It's about time the white man is put down.
The views on this show.
I should have gone to see the Karate Kid today. God damn. What is this episode?
Shit.
What is it with you getting discount tickets for a Thursday show? Like,
Yeah. One of your baby mamas worked at the movie theater, huh?
Word.
Yeah.
Wait until the fucking summertime. Yo, AMC gonna
Unlimited
have like
slushies for
$4
this
tickets
nigga.
on Tuesdays.
I saw that.
You know the Regal is gonna have $1 tickets during the summer because ain't nobody going to the Regal movie theaters.
Hell no.
No. I only go there because the Regal here, and maybe you guys might have a couple of these 5D movies.
no.
Yeah.
wow.
So a 5D movie is the seat moves and everything with the movie.
Oh yeah.
And if there's a helicopter, like you'll feel wind.
You'll feel the
Yeah,
helicopter and
yeah.
the wind.
Yeah, we just have the 4DX done. We don't
Yeah.
have
We got the roller coaster seat.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got that. We got
So
that.
this damn thing, it squirts water at you. You get air. You get
4DX is that.
yeah.
The one I went to, they just gave you a scented mist. So whenever you're trying to eat popcorn, now you're fucking tasting Gucci guilty with your popcorn. Like, what the fuck is this? I watched Fast and the Furious and that motherfucker. They turned left, I went right. I'm like, what the fuck is going? Look at where he's going.
Dude, I made the mistake of watching Gran Turismo in one of those bad
Oh,
movies.
shit.
And so I couldn't even eat my popcorn because you're whoa.
Shit.
That's funny.
Yeah, that's definitely not one of those. You probably should have any snacks. It's just,
No, you can't. You can't even. I don't even know why they have the cup holder. Your drink is going into the aisle. Like I don't know why they even have the cup holder.
Yo,
Word, isn't that more work for the people that work there? Like,
Oh, I know they hate cleaning that theater.
yeah.
fuck.
Like you got
This
4D
shit again?
tonight. Damn.
I hate this fucking place.
Yeah.
You only put me here because I came 15 minutes late with an iced coffee, and I said, "Fuck you."
Why do you keep coming late? Fuck you. That's why.
I think Gigi would work there with a flask in their vest. Just every now and then just unscrewing the flask. Everybody leave me the hell alone.
Shit. I still have my popcorn. I don't give a fuck if half of it go on the floor. They give you free refill.
That's right.
You gotta take about 15 minutes to get your dizzy shit out of the way. Stand up like, oh. Hey.
And I'm a souvenir popcorn bucket guy.
Did you see the bucket for the new Superman one? It's his fucking red trousers.
I didn't see that one
Is
yet.
it? Oh.
Yeah, you're gonna be eating out of his ass.
Well, Wolverine, you get it out of his mouth, like his mouth was.
Yeah. I mean,
Hey,
but
yo.
imagine that, Ray. Now you can give your baby mamas a salad in there. Like, hey, you can toss Superman salad.
Jesus. Yo, I'm mad I didn't find the fucking Stitch one. I want that Stitch bucket.
They still out there.
Oh no, yeah, I saw AMC has it and they want fucking $50. I'm like, nope,
Nah,
ain't doing
I,
that.
I stopped getting the fucking commemorative bucket when the shit got smaller and smaller. Because I was like,
yeah,
I don't know
now
about
it's
you.
legit Just for the bucket.
Look
Now
at the
it's
Mission
not-
Impossible one.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, I haven't seen that one.
That so not only is it big enough, but
Oh.
that like it lights up. You need that key, that 2-piece key to open it.
Holy shit.
Yeah. And I think it's $40. It's not. They didn't go 50. It's a $40 bucket.
Fuck.
Yeah,
I saw
when you
I
get it there. It's kind of worth it because okay, you're buying the large.
No, I
cup,
need to get it at the
Like,
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's like to pay $50 for just the bucket. It's like
No,
Yeah, I'm
no.
not
I
ordering
need the
that shit
experience.
online. Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, it's
I
experience.
saw
Yeah,
the
here
Darth
go.
Vader, the cup holder that they said was the popcorn bucket, and I'm like,
Uh-huh.
nah, you're fucking bugging. I actually want to eat popcorn.
Right,
You know,
right.
I'm telling me like, yo, give me a large, like, give me the man-sized popcorn, and then just give me that shit on the side.
Right.
Like, don't even put popcorn. Don't insult me with that shit.
Right.
What's going on, show? You sneak up in here. We're talking about popcorn, and then you turn off your monitor like if you're Ray talking about kangaroo.
Bro, you gonna give away the fucking bucket? You out your mind. I had to cancel. That's it. I don't want to hear
Oh,
this
that
shit.
was it. That was it for him.
Who said I
Yeah.
was giving the bucket away? I said just don't put popcorn in that bucket because it's small. Look at you with your glasses on, Joe.
Look at it.
Looking indicated, right?
Yeah, looking like a cougar out here with your fucking brown glasses.
Ow, ow.
Looking like Malcolm Jamal Warner up in here.
Esquire or some shit, right?
The black man.
Where's your suitcase at, show? Where's your briefcase at?
It's in the back. It's in the truck.
Yeah.
What's up, G?
You're chilling.
I see, man. Where the medicinal at? What's going on?
I just folded.
Okay, I was gonna say you don't look up to par, man. Get your shit together.
I was. I literally was. Like, you see, the hair's coming down. It's been up in this bitch
Word.
all
Coming
day. My
down.
head hurt.
Soon enough, it'll be a pour in the cup. Bloop 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 bloop.
I already started that.
Yeah.
Hey.
That's already.
You late. I think, yeah.
She done warmed up already.
Word. Party started.
And then we got Ray still over here. He's still cock blocking and being a crab in the barrel.
What did I
Horrible wingman.
What did I
Terrible.
do?
Terrible. You know what you didn't do. That's the problem.
What didn't I do? What happened here?
You know
Come
what you
on.
didn't do, Ray?
What?
You didn't pick up the phone when Stephanie called you to vet DJ.
Yep.
That's what you didn't do.
I
Yep.
was busy.
You was busy.
Wow.
Yo, get this. I know somebody that knows somebody that knows Mercedes, and I saw the picture of you with her when I said to give him my number, and they said that you purposely said that I was a Make-A-Wish nigga, and I couldn't speak English.
Ray. Ray.
And then you showed a picture, said, "Look, he's bald. See, he's really 7 years old."
So fucked up. That's
Ray.
so fucked
And
up on so many levels.
And I still love you, Ray.
Why would you
After
do
all.
Wow.
Damn, Ray.
Ray, they might still love you, Ray, but I don't. Fuck that.
Thank you, Shell. Thank you for keeping
Well, he
it
blames
real.
you for Charlotte Flair's ass.
Oh shit. Okay.
You convinced her to go
Why you
vegan.
tell her to do that, Ray?
Word.
You could at least told her to get some trunks that fit.
Right?
Seriously.
You know,
Her
shows
and
in
the
love
long
with Charlotte
ass
Flair.
back. People with long backs have audacity, man. Unbelievable.
I can't believe y'all make fun of her, but y'all don't make fun of Raquel. Raquel Rodriguez got the same ass, bro.
No, she
Stop.
doesn't.
Then
First and
foremost,
Charlotte Flair.
Stop.
I'm gonna need you to. If
I
you
have
saying
a
that, you need to
feeling
go
this
get them
woman-
glasses fixed up, dog. And then you go-
She may not have a bubble back there, but she got some thick thighs and a surprise behind her. Don't fuck around. So I done examined that. Shit, I done tested that motherfucker with Neil deGrasse Tyson.
with
Shit,
protractors and
all that.
an abacus, and
That's
they
right. We did the equation against the rotation of the fucking Earth.
It's definitely saying there. I
Yeah.
got you.
And she may not have the best, like the biggest top in the world, but she got a little booty there.
Okay, I thought I was tripping because I saw her flat the other day. I was like, oh, okay, maybe I got to look at her again.
All right, but then you got to remember, there's a difference between having a little booty and having a wall.
man.
And do we give her credit for being white? I mean, she's supposed to have a wall. So
Raquel- oh, I thought I was about to say Raquel ain't white.
no. I'm talking about my girl.
Well, I ain't never seen a girl. Well, maybe back in the '80s where they didn't want to have an ass.
Right.
Well,
Oh
she-
my God.
J-Lo and them Diddy parties changed everything.
Uh-oh.
That was when I first learned her ass. It was J-Lo.
Oh no!
J-Lo and Beyonce.
Who turned off my fucking camera?
Ah,
Fucking Ray.
shit.
Fucking Ray.
How is it my fault?
Ray, I told you I don't love you and you want to turn shit off. I'm sorry.
Now you don't want people to be seen.
Word.
Like he can't be seen?
Damn.
Damn.
So,
Damn.
and that's all, folks. We'll see y'all next week.
So make sure you tune in.
Tune in next week.
We'll be here. Oh. We'll be here.
We're gonna ruin podcasting.
We're ruining
We're gonna
podcast.
ruin podcast.
Holy shit.
I
no,
mean,
You know
well,
how-
I feel like there's
that
people
makes
that are already
sense.
doing that for us, so it's okay.
Like Gigi gonna run around and randomly hit people with her titles.
Yeah.
you know.
Ray's gonna start talking robotic.
Yep.
If we watch wrestling.
I was gonna say
so
that
busy,
sounds like
bro.
most podcasts now. Just okay. It sounds
Uh-oh.
normal. It'll sound normal. Hold on. I'll just.
He's not like most girls.
That would be more interesting. What the fuck they saying?
That sounds like Battlestar Galactica.
Yo, yeah, right.
Megatron.
I be getting these videos on Instagram, like the whole this is a suggestion. Let me know if you like it or not.
Yeah.
There's
Right.
somebody talking about what they did with Jey Uso was to destroy them, and they did this, and now I did this, and I did this, and the equation for that is it. And I'm just sitting like, yo, shut the fuck up. Like, can you shut the fuck up? Is it possible for you to shut the fuck up?
It ain't.
Nope.
Like, trust me, I'm on that train of like, damn, you overshadowing this motherfucker with a bunch of shit. But also, stop with this breaking news shit. Like, you're the only person that ever thought of it. I have eyes, motherfucker. You just telling me what I seen. The sky was blue and it rained today. News flash for anybody who didn't step outside at all today. You need to know that. What? And Karrion Kross. Can we talk about him, Ray, or is he off the table too?
No, we talk about Karrion.
All right.
Kross.
Shit.
The cross,
Do
baby.
we have time for Karrion Kross?
Yeah, do we
a
have
lot-
time for
We
Karrion
need
Kross?
more time for Karrion Kross. That's what we need. There's not enough time for
the
Karrion
cross.
Kross
You
because
didn't see
God
that.
damn.
I gotta show you this video. So he made a statement about how they're wrestlers wrestling for 20, 30 years, and they were told that they need to perfect their craft and their abilities and all that. But then Logan Paul comes in with his own brand, and if these wrestlers would have been told that they need to establish a brand outside of wrestling, that they would have done that to
Right.
become, to
But they
become
weren't
bigger and all
allowed
that.
to at one point. That was the whole
Yeah.
thing too. That's like
I'm
at
gonna
one point
send
it
you the
was
video.
no to have your own brand. Like if you, excuse me, in a sense, you were supposed to be WWE's your thing. You can't overshadow WWE. If you overshadow WWE, that's it. You're excommunicado.
Yeah, ex Matt Cardona.
Basically. So, because I guess Logan Paul made a statement about people not being too keen on his current position because now he's in the main event picture with both current main champions and Cody Rhodes. So, but also, again, people are gonna also be mad because you've had how many title shots
Right.
from the time you've been here?
Facts.
Right.
Like,
Oh, we
But
include
then there's
every
people
time.
that's putting in the work
Yeah.
that's not even getting that TV time.
Right.
Quickly before I got to get back to work, I was gonna say it's not fair though, because the problem is WWE can't capitalize off of Logan Paul. They had a person like the Battle Cat that came in with his own name, and they took it away because they can't make money off of it. I think they would have took it away from Logan Paul too, but they can't. So might as well make money off of it. He got 1 million viewers, put him on TV. Now we got 1 million viewers. Fuck it. We might as well capitalize off of it.
But the thing
And then
is,
at the same time, he's putting his logo on there. So I'm sure that there's some type of a partnership where Logan Paul is paying to have his logo on WWE, where WWE is also paying him to be an athlete. There's a partnership here between both parties.
but
And
also,
that's
yeah.
and that's the unfortunate part, because that's what it really is. It is a partnership, and with this partnership comes with certain perks, and unfortunately those perks are title shots that, in all honesty, he has no business being in.
And
It
also
just sucks.
Yeah, the WWE
But-
makes money off
go
of
ahead.
his viewers. The more people he attracts from his audience, the more money they make.
Mm-hmm.
So they don't necessarily have to use his name. The reason why they want to take these wrestlers' names is because of merchandising and all the other money that they potentially make after they leave. Because imagine now you have the anthology of WrestleMania, you have to pay somebody because their real name is copyrighted by them, and every time you say it, you owe them 50 cents or some shit. You know, they don't want to pay people for their sales.
They don't want to do the Stone Cold either, where he's getting all the money from the revenue because it's his name.
Yeah. Yo, think about this. Marvel has to pay Hulk Hogan because Hulk Hogan owns the copyright to Hulk. Yeah, he still owns that.
that's insane.
Wow.
Imagine if WWE owned it.
Yeah. That's why. They're like, shit, we could make money off of this motherfucker in more ways than one. But they're making plenty of money off of Logan Paul just based over his viewership. I took a business class once, DJ. Yeah.
Are you the only businessman here?
Yeah. Yeah.
Only here.
Only word, right? Only here.
Yes.
Come back, Phoenix. You want to Phoenix?
Yeah, yes, please.
Listen, man.
I got plenty more for him. Where's he
Back here.
I don't know how good that is. I remember this guy's name. Like,
Right.
that's just crazy. Oh,
Funny
fuck.
as shit.
But
Show, just before you go back to work, my side mirror didn't turn out the way I wanted. I might have to buy another.
Oh, damn.
Oh shit.
I painted it. It's just the paint came out a little darker and those scratches didn't come out. And every time I buff it, the paint comes off. So it's like, you know what? It's $55 for a new one. It's not nothing.
Not bad.
I would
Say the
have
proper
paid $90 for the spray paint. So I pretty much
You
paid
bugging.
$50 for the yeah. It's like I might as well buy a new one for that.
oh wait,
Up
did
here.
you ever order the sensor?
Yes,
The brake sensor that you needed? Okay.
yes. I got them yesterday.
Nice.
Fucking $5 thing I paid $30 for so I can get it faster.
Hey, we had options.
Because I accidentally threw out the other ones I bought.
Decisions were made.
Yes.
Hey,
This is why you can't be dehydrated, people.
Well,
I know what that has to do with it, but yep.
No, because I was working on the car. I got dehydrated to the point where I was about to vomit and I was dizzy and shit like that. I had to let my brother do the rest of the fucking work.
Oh,
And then everything was in the box. And when it was time to go inside, I was like, all right, throw out the fucking box, put all the tools away. So them sensors is gone.
and how hot was it?
This was a couple weeks ago when we had our first heat wave. It was like 80 degrees though.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Like I literally woke up, drove the Harbor Freight with my sunroof on, sun blazing on me,
Mhm.
bought the shit and said, all right, come on, let's go outside and fucking lift this car up and do, and do all this shit.
How
Wait, I
not?
remember you said that. You said that you got up
Yeah.
really fast and you got mad dizzy.
Yeah, I got mad. I was about to throw up and everything. I was fucked up that day.
Mm-mm.
This is
Yep.
why you need to have water. At least you're not drinking it. Just have it around like a sprinkler for you. You know,
Yeah.
you know, I'm just throwing a suggestion out there. You know, especially on hot ass days like that. You know, a little sprinkler. You know, like that. You know, it'd be good for you.
He had water in his soda, frozen water, the ice.
Yeah,
You-
no. Let's listen. He can still have that, but he needs something else to cool down this shiny ass, head of his. Because it captures a lot of heat, and then when the sun hits it, it's even worse. Because especially if it's sweaty already, so it has that like extra shine to it. So that's that extra heat. You need water just to cool you down. It was hot those fucking days.
It really was.
Word.
And now it's just it's back to gloomy
Yeah, I don't know what
days
this
in
weather
Gotham.
wants to fucking be. Like 1 minute we're back to.
We're
like,
having
oh,
gloomy days in Gotham.
Yeah.
makes
You know,
sense.
someone sent me a post going, I know why they call this month May. It may rain, it may be hot, it may snow.
Yo, facts,
That's pretty
yeah, I
good.
got that the other day. It's like this point, yo, facts. It just at this point.
So
it
and then
may-
June is
definitely
gonna
not.
June will be like, you don't know if it's gonna rain. You don't know if it's gonna be sunny.
Word.
In
And you don't
July,
know
it's
if you
like,
want to go
why-
to the beach right now.
I was about to say, do you want to go to the beach?
It's like, why July? It's not sunny.
Right? Yeah. July.
July about the weather.
July.
Man.
July. It's not comfortable out here. You bugging.
Shit.
Oh man, I'm just
And that's what the
hoping
4th of
that
July
it's
really
going
is.
to be
Word.
fucking amazing. The first weekend of June, because that is the Puerto Rican festival. That is, Puerto Rico versus the world at Hog, which is Santana's second Puerto Rican, weekend event that he's had. He had one last year. I went. It was amazing. Um, and I'm definitely going to this one this year. I'm just hoping and really praying that the fucking day is going to be sunny, just as it was last year. All right, because that shit was lit. I was drinking, I was smoking. It was great. I was with my family. My cousin got fucked up. It was wonderful to see that. She was taking food from people as we were walking. Great. Like legit. Like we were walking, and I love this. This is an amazing story. And I'm glad that she doesn't watch this because she'll know that,
That's what you think. We famous. She watches us.
Listen, if she does, understand this is why I'm not giving out the name.
Well,
Right.
and like anyway.
I'm about to say, make sure you like and
This is why I
subscribe.
go
Like, let's call her Juana. All right, Juanita. All right.
Oh man.
Was drinking. Boom. They were drinking way before I got there because it was a group. It was a group thing. We had group
So they were
activity.
tuned up when you got there.
All right, yeah, they were definitely tuned up. They were like, they had like big ass Dunkin' Donuts, like the extra large fucking ice drink cups. You know what I mean? Ice in them, and I don't know what it was. Rum, vodka, tequila, all three combined. Who knows? It was something. All right, they just said drink, and I said thank you. It's hot.
That's those drinks we call fuck them kids.
Fuck them kids. Right. And then I was on a mission to find pre-rolls because I didn't get a chance to do anything. I was just going because I was supposed to meet them. And I wasn't the only one that was looking for them. The two other people of the group was like, oh, hell yeah. I'll show you which one I go to. Took me to their spot. Not only was I able to get pre-rolls, but I was also able to get a wonderful green juice that is infused with just THC. So not only was it healthy, it got me so fucked up and high, it was great. I digress.
Wait.
My cousin not only was drinking, but at one point where we were able to get away from children that we were, not we, they were responsible for. We decided to, have a little nice puff puff. Puff puff go. We had a puff puff go. We all have fun. We can smoke weed. Yeah. Have great time. Great time. We literally said that out loud. She smokes. She didn't smoke. She's not a smoker.
Yeah.
I smoke. I drink. I balance. She just drinks. She don't smoke. So she smoked. And now she is unbalanced.
Uh-oh.
At this point, she was doing salsa without realizing she was doing salsa. She was going 2 steps forward, 3 steps back, 2 steps forward, 3 steps back, to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right, and sees somebody about to eat a patalito. Ladies and gentlemen, just as this man was about to eat the patalito, she literally grabs his hand, brings it towards her mouth, and yep, exactly, just like that, she just ate it. And he looked at her like, but he can clearly see she's fucked up, and he was like, oh my God, that was so good. He was like, you can have the rest. And she's like, oh my God, thank you. And she just, now, we're not done. So as she's taking one more bite, as we're walking by, any cute guy that she sees, she's offering them the patalita.
Wait, so not
Papi,
only
you
did
want a patalita?
The other guy's
A
patalito.
half-eaten.
It's not
You
even
want another
half
man's
eaten. She just
patalito?
took another little nibble.
That
But
sounds
she
so
was
wrong.
trying to feed other people. And it's not people, guys. It's men. Grown ass men. Like, hi, puppy, you want a little bite? You look hungry. You hungry? He's like, no, it's okay. Why are you trying to feed people? And then we're helping her. We're helping her. We're all at this point. Not only are we all a little fucked up with drinks in our system, and it has some bud in our system. Now we are on our way back to someone's apartment because they live in Spanish Harlem. So our mission was to go back to the crib to go to the bathroom. That was the mission. When I tell you, it took us forever, and it got up to the point, Janet, stop fucking feeding everybody. I bet. Juanita, stop feeding everybody.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Listen, we have to
my bad.
bleep that out. It's okay.
No, why would you say it louder?
My fault.
The
Juanita.
name is
show.
with a J.
Where's Juanita?
Juana la Cubana.
It's Samantha.
Yo, how big is the pastelito that y'all left the party
It's not
giving
bro,
it away?
it
And then
wasn't, bro. It was just a little cucho frito fucking pastelito that they sell at the festival. It wasn't. It's not the one that you get on 116th Street. All right,
It's not
that
the size of the
spot where they just
pastelito.
no. It's like
It's about the motion and the
About to
oil.
say, bro, it's
The
listen.
motion and
The fact that I'm like, yo, the fact that that ass was like, yo, stop feeding everybody. If you gonna feed anybody, can you feed me, bitch? I'm hungry.
word, I'm hungry. Fuck these niggas.
You didn't get food? No. Why? Because we're taking care of your drunk ass, bitch. I gotta go to Queens. I gotta go.
Queens.
Yeah, I went to Santana's Puerto Rican weekend, the first show ever. I was late. I missed the first show, and I felt terrible because the first match was fucking with Matt Awesome, with oh my god, Chris Cage, with a few other people, and I was like, that was the one I wanted to see. It's all of my friends that are, boom, they're opening. I'm like, oh, this is fucking cool. Completely missed it. I got in just as they were doing the 3 count.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit. And then I was trying to find my friend. I was trying to find Bosch. Where are you? Where I see him. Bro. Juanita got fucked up. Now she got fucked up, bro.
And
She took someone's patalita.
that
No, while we
pastelito
were
was
walking.
crazy.
Like while we were walking. What do you mean? Yeah, no, bro. Like just it's how I'm saying it is how I mean. Like she just took it as we were walking and tried to feed everyone at the festival.
I think
Only
this
to
is really
find
false.
out that Juanita was also
Yeah.
stole a pineapple from somebody and was trying to feed people
Wait.
with it too.
And a pineapple?
Yeah, like
Yeah,
so
that was
I
definitely
left.
right.
I
Don't walk around with
left.
pineapple.
I
Ray-
left, and the
Ray,
group,
what did you do to this
stood.
lady?
So me and the group had a chat.
I think you
And,
you got something to do with this.
I have some. I didn't set up the pastelito.
I kind of think you did.
I would have been
Mhm.
calling Spanish Harlem.
I was raised pastelito. She stole.
It's
At least it wasn't the burger.
Right? Shit.
Should've never gotten that
If I
shit.
ever got this burger,
That's probably why you. gave
July's
her
right
the
around the corner, so
I know.
come get your burger. You good? You can get it.
When am I get my burger, Joe?
July. July. You lie.
Damn.
You need a date in July. So then
In
July,
July.
I'll get in the burger.
The day Show's wife gets her rematch between Hodge and Lay.
Oh shit, yo! I'm
Hell
on
no.
anyone else's team because she gonna stab me in the back like she's Seth Rollins. Because that shit was wild. How we on the same team? Oh, I'm like, we had this. That's crazy.
By any means
We-
necessary, we're gonna win.
That sounds like French. We don't speak
I was like,
French.
we speaking
Word.
French up in here now.
We don't speak that language.
It's crazy.
Oh,
Fucking
Ray.
Ray.
Unbelievable.
How y'all said that at the same time? Fuck the rate.
Because it
Shit.
makes sense.
It's fucked up. I didn't do nothing.
I think you did something to her friend, man.
Yeah.
I think so.
We did.
You know, when you have to keep saying I didn't do nothing, it starts making me believe you did something. You know, I used to get smacked for
And
no
you know
reason
what?
because they thought I did
I
something.
see up here on my time it says 11:22. The angels are basically confirming this, and they
Oh,
said yes.
damn, right?
They said that,
Angels
yes.
confirming this.
You know,
Damn.
I could take a picture of it. I'm not even kidding. It's 11:22 here. You know. I know.
See?
Oh, yeah, just turned 23. Look at that. But it's okay. They confirmed. They confirmed.
Word.
You was trying to make her another baby mother, Ray? Was that
Terrible.
With a patalito.
Terrible.
That's fucked
The
up.
papelito.
it? You could at
But
least go
yes.
talk to her, Ray.
But
Right?
yes,
Yeah.
I would like, but nonetheless, I would like my Puerto Rican festival to kind of have the same vibe, except
No stealing a pastelito.
Yeah,
stealing
that'd be
patalitos
nice.
this time.
Yeah.
Gonna being late to the rest of them.
and that, the two combined. Yes,
Yes.
I might have to be like, all right, I love you guys. I gotta go. No, I'm cutting this way. I'm cutting this way. I'm going up here. They're gonna let you. I'll climb the fucking shit. I don't fucking care. I'm going up the block.
I was
I'm
gonna say, just find wherever they have a horse. Okay, cool. There's an exit right there. There's
Yeah.
always one. There's always that section where they have a horse. Just walking by.
And he even knows the exit routes of these
Man.
girls. Boom, go in, go out, get them
Listen.
pregnant, find a horse.
Listen, if I just tell them, yo, I just want to exit. Can I just stop there? I just gotta. Whoop, whoop. They don't fucking care. Go get
They
out.
don't. They really don't.
Really don't. Yeah.
They don't fucking care.
Unless you tell them you
Just
know
gotta
Ray.
bat my
then-
eye. I don't even need to bat my eyes. I got sunglasses on.
Yeah, no, tell them you know Ray. They'll hook you up.
Word.
I don't know about the Puerto Rican Day Festival. That might end up the problem.
Wait, you know Ray?
huh?
Yo,
You
I
know he
caught a
knows-
nice tan. I caught a nice tan that day. I want another one. That's why I want to repeat. I need a tan. Well, wait a minute. I need to rethink this. Because no, hear me out, right?
Okay.
The face got tan, right?
Yeah.
However, my top was a red fishnet top with like a white sports bra, me holding a big ass flag in like jeans. So when I took the fishnet off, the tan was of the fishnet.
I was about to say you look like grilled salmon.
Yeah, pretty much. I sure did. Just the top part. Like the rest we still need to get cooked. It wasn't cooked. Yo.
Gee.
So I have to rethink these things. I
Yeah,
want
you
a
gotta-
tan, but it must be even. It was weird. It was weird.
So now we know.
I
Judy
didn't feel comfortable wearing a tank top the next day. I was like, I'm just gonna wear a sleeve shirt. It's okay. My arms are not that bad. It's the shoulders. It's the shoulders.
That's what gets you there. The shoulders.
The shoulders. Oh man. By the way, does anybody know if that was Adam Cole's hand or was it really the back of his head? Because that looked like it was the back of his head.
That looked like the back of his head to me, too.
Yeah, I don't know if he got his hand there on time.
So I'm trying to watch it. Somebody put a slow-mo up.
Mhm.
I didn't get to watch it, but as I'm watching the actual clip, I see his hand hitting the canvas.
Mhm.
You know, boom. But we also see his head just kind of skim the back of that.
Word.
I just really it to me it just gets more and more dangerous that they don't have their roster work on their craft. They just seem clumsy and like, you know, most of the time they just seem like they like that's a really important, you can't miss that spot. And here we are.
And knowing the
That was-
history
Yeah.
of
Adam Cole.
yeah. Sorry, I
Bye,
started
bye.
reading Mike Santana. I'm like, oh, that threw me off. Sorry.
I hear you.
So, knowing the history of Adam Cole's concussions,
Yeah.
on top of that, it's kind of worrisome as a fan to see something like that happen. Because in our minds, right, we want pretty much our favorite wrestlers to last as long as They can't.
Mm-hmm.
We have no control of what they want. We
Yeah.
just,
Make it out alive.
Yeah.
Basically.
Like his hand
You know?
does not make it at all. I rewatched it now a few more times. I'm like trying to. It's head first, fucking.
I mean,
fuck. Which is
that's why I sent the video. I'm like, yo, you might as well kill this motherfucker. You just gonna treat him like that, shit. Cause that was a fast move too.
I get the idea of it. I get what like the buckle bomb. The problem with it is that it's already fucking. It's very risky no matter how you do it. Even to a buckle, it's fucking risky. I saw one earlier. These YouTubers were doing banned moves from WWE, and one was the buckle bomb. When I tell you this guy didn't even make it to the buckle, he just launched him, and fucking his arm went like this to the ropes. Then I'm like, you didn't even try. Like at least with this, you can tell Fletcher he went too fucking fast.
Yeah, he didn't know where he was at.
Calculate. Oh, because the whole point I would assume he's trying to get him. So the whole motion is Adam gets to sit and then just sells like he fucking killed him. But nope, fucking head first.
Mr. Loki just kind of brought my mood down, by the way,
Yeah,
with what he says here.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Wait.
No, the one
Is
about,
the tuna of wrestling, sir?
No.
No, is the quarterback for the Miami Dolphins, right?
Well, no, it's the non-wrestling topic. So Penguin season 2.
Oh, Mr. Loki. I thought you meant.
Yeah, Mr. Loki.
My bad.
And the Black Panther video game getting canceled. That just ruined my I'm upset about both of those.
Wait, what?
I'm surprised that the fucking game got canceled.
Cause that just the clips of it was like, I was like, okay, let's go. EA, like EA was finally about to have a hit.
It looked really fucking good.
Yeah, and then let's cancel the game that's about to be a hit.
Hell no, we don't want that nowhere. You bugging?
Well,
I'll do that.
To be a realist here, this is EA. They don't make it. You know,
they find a way
to.
to.
Honest here. EA makes horrible fucking games.
That's what I was saying. Cancel that shit. You bugging?
I used to play the UFC game, and then the minute they went to EA, I played 2 matches. I said, "Nah, I want my money back." I literally got my money back. I was like, "Nah, fuck."
The only thing I feel like they've done right in their is the first 3 Mass Effects. It and then you can just stop right there. Like after that, they just drop ball after ball after that. So and then I did like college football. This last game.
Everybody seems to like that game.
The college football
the
game?
NCAA.
Yeah, NCAA.
Yeah.
And then HBO, I don't know
game.
what like Penguin was a really good show.
Oh
and you didn't even need Batman. It was just the way the storytelling, if you even just took it out of Gotham City and you didn't even know this was in that universe, you would enjoy the show. And to cancel that, it's like so, and then you got more of these Sex in the City shows, and you cancel the Penguin. What are we doing?
Well, there was. I think it was only supposed to be one Penguin show.
DJ.
Yes.
Watch him out on that last one.
I don't want to see these 60-year-old women.
Samantha could get it, DJ. Samantha could get it.
If you gave me some new characters,
listen,
maybe.
I feel you on the Penguin. Absolutely, I'm here. Don't you play my Sex in the City? I know these old bitches. I listen. I watch these old bitches. I'm gonna keep watching these old bitches. They're interesting. The movie, I'm not too crazy about it, but the series, I'm okay. Listen, I'm still gonna watch that. Watch your mouth. That's not nice.
Right. So according to
that's not for you. You and it's for me and the gay ones. Not bien, and the other ones.
Jeez.
You already know what I'm talking. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Samantha survives cancer. Okay. No holiday.
Samantha could get it though. But so according to this thing, they did layoffs in the section that the Black Panther video game was being made.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why they canceled it, because the people who were developing it, that shit had layoffs, so they can't make the game anymore. So another one for Trump. I knew he was gonna cancel the Black Panther somehow.
He found a way.
Yeah, you know.
They got the name Black in it.
Yeah, that's true. He wanted to call it Orange Panther
I want it called Orange Panther.
or Agent Orange, but EA can't spell that well, so fucked it up for everybody. But from what I understand, the Penguin was supposed to be a one-off show because they're doing Clayface
And the Batman.
Yeah, but
It was just the cast wanted it, people wanted it. It's like, give the people what they want, and they're like, yeah, no, that wasn't in the plan, nor the budget right now. We need to move forward with projects. That's basically like, yeah, no, we need to move forward. We have contracts to fill. Like,
I mean, we're getting another Peacemaker guy, so you could have another Penguin.
They weren't ready for that.
Yeah.
I think that's what it was. They weren't ready for that, and they need to capitalize on that. But you know what they're gonna do? It's gonna come, right. I'm putting this out there, right?
All right.
It'll come back, but first they got the other projects. Then when we least suspect it, Penguin season 2 coming out, make it come back. What? We're gonna be stuck on glue, and then everybody else will.
Yeah, I think what's going to happen is that Samantha's going to be breaking the fourth wall, and she's going to walk into her apartment, and Penguin's going to be sitting right there, and he's going to say, "Hey, you got that money you owe me?" And then it's just going to go to black, and then we're going
to. She's going to act like a Penguin.
We'll tie it in all together somehow.
Yeah.
Why not? They will all tie it in together somehow anyway. We just got to get them to that point. The cliffhanger.
Ray's a big Sex in the City guy.
I know.
I think one of the characters was written about Ray.
Yeah. What was his name? Matt? The guy that was trying to marry the main girl?
Mr. Big.
Mr. Big, yeah. That's what they call Ray.
What did you call him?
Matt. I knew it started with an M. Mr. Matt. Oh. He looked like a Matt. Or Chris. With that slick ass hair. Yo, I was just watching it for the nude scene. I was like, Sex in the City, cool. When the sex shows up, I'm going to be here. It just Mad City happened. Mad City happened.
Wow.
I was like, fuck.
Wow.
I was young, Gigi.
You know what? Wait, we're getting off
So that
the
means
topic.
you watch Real Sex too, right? When that came on.
Yeah, all that shit. Anything that has
I
sex
was
in it.
watching HBO. He switched it to. I think Showtime got something better right now.
Word.
Showtime, Cinemax.
Part of that vanilla effect that read that it was sex in the city. So it's like there's supposed to be sex here.
Yeah, right. Shit. And then you turn on Cinemax and you're like, all right, good. They got this softcore shit, and it's like 2 hours into it, and it's like, damn, I just see this bitch's back. I could have downloaded a picture in those 2 hours. I just saw this bitch's back. Fuck. It's nice back, but shit. Look, Ray, I appreciate every part of a woman. You have a nice back. What's wrong with you, Ray? Now, what? Before you didn't want who was it? You didn't want Roxanne to cook because you didn't think she could handle being a full-time wrestler and cooking, and now all of a sudden women can't have nice backs.
I heard Ray was messing around with Cooking with Kaya.
See?
Cooking with Ray.
He opens up the Cooking with Ray segment with "What's cooking good looking?" I seen it, Ray.
I hope you don't do the dance.
All right, but
Wow.
speaking of good looking, I saw a clip with Tony Storm smelling on Mercedes' neck.
Let me tell you, that fucking promo was everything. If you did not see that promo, shame on you.
I didn't see the pro. I just saw the.
You need to go. You know what? We should play it. I don't know if we can, but you need to watch it because that promo was so fucking good. Tony Storm deserves an Oscar. Mercedes Monet knows how to bounce back and forth with her. The fact that she said you can go ahead and take this money train right into the Tony Tunnel, and then Mercedes Monet says your hip is not big enough for the money train. Let me tell you, this promo was possibly one of the best promos both Tony Storm and Mercedes Monet had on the most realist shit, and it's because they bounce back and forth, and it's just so like it's soft porn with words, and it's amazing.
That's my sex in the city.
And that's
shit. We found it.
And then it's just the silliness of Tony Storm, right? Because Tony Storm started doing her thing, dancing. And then Mercedes Monet looked at her and then she was like, CEO. Up to the point where I think her belt almost fucking fell off of her. So, or she missed a step. And she was like, oh. And you see, like, there was an error. But she kept going. And then Tony Storm kept just being timeless Tony Storm. Where she's just running around the ring and then throwing herself on the floor as if she's getting, slayed with all this money around her. But it's just timeless. Her character development, if it's not being studied in AEW, shame on those women for not taking advantage. Because, wow.
You know what? You know what that was? That was a character idea that they said, go ahead, try it. And no one ever said, it ain't working. They just let that motherfucker boil until that shit until it started becoming fucking hot.
They let her just like, yo, fuck it. You want to do it? Let's see. Let's see what happens.
Because usually they end shit before it gets to the point where it's good. Or it just becomes stale. But the fact that she's now starting to do this lesbian talk shit, because let's be honest, there's she's saying a lot of shit that's questionable to these women.
But you want to know what's crazy? It's not even that. It's not even that, because even when she cuts a promo in general to any women of the locker room, like that promo where she was just talking in general to all the women, that she was telling her story about wrestling and coming up, but it sounded in such an explicit way where it sounded like she was just fucking around. She was like, I tried it, I liked it, kept doing it. Then I added more people, and there was more people. And there was
they put the tip in.
Right, pretty much. And she's like, I loved it. I wanted more. And if you thought about sex, it's not sex, it's wrestling, you filthy, dirty motherfuckers. Get your mind out of the gutter.
I mean, at this point, what's the difference with her?
But it's great because it plays with people's fucking oh, look at you. What are you talking about?
It catches their attention.
And it's always about wrestling.
Yeah.
She always brings it back to that, and I love that.
Well, the best part about it is because this is like a Marilyn Monroe parody, and Marilyn Monroe was a sex symbol.
Right.
So for her to
said
do that
things in her movies that had double entendres as well.
Yeah.
So.
Absolutely. Tony Storm is indeed the Marilyn Monroe of professional wrestling.
Word.
Well, let's hope not. We don't need her.
Wait. Without the drugs.
I'm about to say we don't need her.
That's not a bad character.
No,
the
just a
character.
character. Just a
Yeah.
character.
Yeah.
Not the
We don't
actual
need
person.
we don't need to find
The
her in the
character.
dressing room.
We don't need another candidate.
Yeah.
Indeed.
We just need one character, not all. But it's also just like like not just only her, but different Hollywood blondes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the dude
Because
that she
back in
with.
the day, that was really a lot of Hollywood blondes and brunettes.
Yeah,
and just
Luther. Luther's hilarious.
What's his,
Luther's
oh, I
great.
thought his name was Hector.
What?
He don't look like a Hector.
You don't know? He don't look like a fucking Hector. How we? Wow.
He wearing gloves like a
Bro,
Hector.
he does not. How would you? What? Look, I want you to look at this man. Pull this man up on your fucking screen right now, and tell me, after looking at him, what the fuck tells you that man looks like a fucking Hector? Oh my god! No.
Hey, do I look like a Hector?
time out.
Because I speak Spanish.
You could possibly pass as a Hector, but more, like no. But see, no, maybe something with a J. I don't know.
You look like a Bruce.
Yeah. Jerome.
That's
Oh my god. No, you're smiling too much for a Tyrone.
No, you look like a Braden.
Tell me that don't look like a fucking Hector right there. Look at that.
That does not look like what
That
the
looks like
fuck.
a
That does not look like that looks like a villain from a fucking James Bond movie.
That looks
okay,
like a
and it's
blood
not a
in,
good
blood
one.
out
Like one of the
Hector.
henchmen that just doesn't make it.
That's a blood in, blood out Hector right there.
What?
You can tell by his look at his skinny ass lips. That motherfucker been to jail. He been to jail. He been to at least traffic jail.
Yo, I want you to look up
Those
what does a
locals for
Hector
life,
look
eh?
like. I want you to look up what does a Hector look like and see the comparison. You know what? I want to see if there's a comparison.
I want to see in between his thumb and forefinger. Is there a tattoo there?
Gotta be Vatos Locos.
I didn't
Vatos
see
Locos
a teardrop.
forever, eh?
I didn't see a teardrop on his face.
What the fuck are we looking at?
What does a Hector look like?
What
That's
does a
he looks
Hector
like.
look like?
Look,
This
that
man looks
like
nothing.
an old
That's
ass
not a
man, bro.
Hector.
He looks
Fuck
like
out
an
of here.
old man.
What? Stop. This man has hair.
Tell me
No. Luther has none. He's bald. No, this disqualifies him.
And it just pop up fucking Hector. and all the passengers.
Look, this is him when he was younger.
No, it looks nothing. Stop. That's a dolphin. Why are we looking at a dolphin? What are we? No, wait. Why are we looking at a dolphin?
I'm not gonna make it.
That's Hector's dolphin. He trained with
It does say Hector's dolphin.
It does say
Facts,
Hector's dolphin,
diet,
like-
habitat, and picture.
No.
Oh fuck, Hector the dolphin.
You gotta think.
I'm never gonna be able to see Luther. That's it. I can't. I think his name is just Hector now. I don't think I
No,
can call him
he
Luther
can't
anymore.
be. Oh no.
I think this
a
show has
Luther.
renamed him.
Yep. Shit.
My ribs hurt.
It's over.
Oh man. Damn.
When the Luther comes around, call him Hector.
Yo.
If I go to an AEW show, I'm holding up a sign with his picture and Hector,
It's Hector.
just so I can
With
get
a
on-
question mark.
Yeah, yeah. Like, what's your real name, Luther? Just so I can get on Botchamania and we make this a thing.
Word.
See, that's why DJ is gonna come here because Ray is gonna bring Hector to respect, right? And then DJ is also gonna get a paid trip by Ray, because we got to do this together as a group, right? And then DJ's gonna hold one sign because the next sign has to say, "We know your name is Hector," because it has to be like two signs hold up.
Word. And
Yep.
his real name is Len Olson. He looks
We
like
want to know his. We want to know his.
his
government
birth
name.
name. Yeah.
Yeah.
We know what your name is, but we like Hector better, so we're gonna call you Hector.
Speaking of
That's exactly how we met.
word. Speaking of Hector, Simon Miller, you
How
want
is
to
that
show
fair?
your face with
Oh,
an
here we
interview
go.
with the what are those guys' name? The body donnas, the model Maxims, the Maximals.
Maximum male models?
Yeah, you want to do an interview with them, but you don't want to step on a real show.
Wow.
Simon Miller, ucking me like Roman Reigns for years. We supposed to be bold brothers. I'm still on that hill, Simon. Still on the hill.
It was a slope.
It's not a slope. Slope is rise over run. And ain't nobody running but you, Simon. See how I just did that shit?
Simon, I got to give that a down that you're ducking here.
Nice promo.
Word.
It gets a
Word.
down.
Oh, hold on. Please hold. You're right. We have to give him a down. Absolutely.
He don't want none.
Simon, just
So
say your name
that's
again.
all that is.
Reminds me of-
DJ went to get the sign.
Yeah, she made a sign. Simon gets it down.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
We told you the story, right, DJ? See, there you go.
Yes. Since I've been
Told
dropped
you.
off on the doorstep, I've heard this story.
Good.
Oh,
As
shit.
long as DJ knows.
You missed it, too. They dropped you off in the front? In the
Like,
back?
I'm the vigilante stepchild of this show.
Like Batman!
Penny is trying to get that female Camel cigarette pack that
Yep.
came out in 1925. The collector's
Only get
item.
that one pack. You can't come back.
Yeah. And a carton of milk.
Yep.
But it's got to be squeezed out of a Cambodian lady, so
Word.
it takes time.
Word. That shit got a it got a stew in there.
Oh. It's okay, DJ. One day he'll be back. He'll be back eventually.
I feel like Annie in this bad boy. One day.
It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be.
When he comes back, I'm gonna play the song. Hello, is it me you're looking for? Yeah. Damn, Ray, we asked you one question about John Cena and you changed the whole subject.
Yep.
About Sex in the City, racist.
What is going on with John Cena? I haven't seen him I haven't heard about him in the months.
Oh,
You
you
see
watched
Saturday
the
Night
Well,
beginning?
since he beat out Truth.
If you, dude, that was like last.
That was-
That's crazy.
I know that's why I was smiling.
like
Well,
that was 5 days ago.
If you watch the first hour of this show, I went off on John Cena.
Yep. We really did.
No,
Yeah, that was
actually,
the whole rant.
no, actually, I didn't go off on John Cena. I went off on the WWE. I went off on Triple H
All right.
because nothing that I said about John Cena is Cena's fault. Is what they did with Cena. Because I said it in the beginning. I actually like watching wrestling. And if they're gonna put somebody that I'm not too fond of to do a story, at least make that shit the best they can. So that way I can sit here and go, what is he gonna do next? Because I would rather sit here and go, oh shit, what are they gonna do next with this man than go, oh, this fucking guy. If they made Seth Rollins like that much interesting, I could deal with it. They haven't done that yet. In all their attempts.
And all dirt.
And they keep texting Ray
Can I
to see how to do
can I
it. And Ray's like, I'm too busy talking to my baby mama. Yeah, show.
And blocking.
Word.
No, I was gonna gently disagree with you, bro. Like
Gently
gonna
disagree.
with what he has. Yeah, gently, because I agree with you a little bit, but it's Seth Rollins, bro. With whatever he has, he's been able to do so fucking much. That shit is amazing. Probably another guy wouldn't be this far. He don't got that much, bro, and he's a top dog. He's been a top dog all his life. Am I wrong?
You know, that's how you see it.
You
I'ma
got
let
the
see
baffle
it that way.
face,
That's how you see it. I'm gonna let you see it that
bro.
way. Dude, listen,
He came
I
from the
wanna see that
Shields,
way.
bro.
I feel like I'm about to just turn into Lane
You-
for a second. He's the worst one of the
Uh-oh.
Shield. You know what I'm saying? Look, let's get. He's the worst one of the Shield. You know what I'm saying? Got no talent. He's like Edge. He's the edge of the Shield.
Yo, show. I'm with you, show.
Really? I would have disagreed.
I'm with
I
you.
would have I thought this guy was the worst. The guy from AEW. He's terrible.
He is the Marty.
The guy that always gets cut.
I mean, damn.
Why we gotta do that to
John Moxley?
Yeah, I hate that guy.
I hate.
Oh
him.
man, I hate that guy. He had this as much as Seth Rollins. Look,
I mean, first and foremost, Roman Reigns, always tribal zaddy. We acknowledge him at all times. Wait, put your one up. Put your one up, Raymond. Exactly. Roman Reigns, always. That's the always, and I'm not even say top dog because we don't call him the big dog no more. He is the OTC. The other two can tie, and that's about it, in my opinion. Yeah, because Moxley's been going fucking crazy in AEW. Just not to say putting out great matches, but the fact that he puts the blood into it, and he still continues for a man that loses as much blood as John Moxley does, and still fucking keeps going. It's absolutely insane, and I applaud the man for that. Seth Rollins, I applaud him for wearing pants that are too small for him. I applaud him for wearing pants that when he bends down, his ass crack is showing, because that takes balls that unfortunately he might have lost in those same tight jeans, because it's called dedication to looking like that. Please hold on.
I remember those pants. That was the day when he did the promo, and all you heard was CM Punk.
Listen,
we're coming for you, nigga.
That guy was sounding like Mickey Mouse that had his own fucking pants on. Ha ha, CM Punk. Ha ha, coming for you. Ha ha.
That was a pretty good Mickey Mouse, actually.
Yeah, right?
You want to know why? Because I have the fucking episode of the Jonas Brothers and Mickey Mouse South Park episode embedded into my fucking brain. Like, that shit lives rent free.
This is a Mickey Mouse and Jonas Brothers episode?
Yeah,
bro,
like,
it's all about their fucking rings, their virginity rings,
Right.
and
the purity rings are there.
Right.
Yes, the purity rings. Oh my god, that episode lives rent free in my brain. And that's exactly where I get it. If you haven't seen it, I advise you guys to, because this shit is
I've
fucking
seen that one. I know exactly.
hilarious.
The only South Park episode that lives rent free in my brain is when Santa had to go save Jesus. Like, they shocked Santa's nuts, boys.
That was so good. Oh my god.
Mine is when they get trapped by Nambla and they go to Butters. It's like, Butters, for us to escape, you're gonna have to take one for the team. Well, what team is this? I'm like, man. I'm like, I think they try to get kicked off the air.
Longevity as the Simpsons. I
think
swear
that
to
was the goal
God.
every time. That was definitely the goal. It's just like, we're gonna see how far
How far can we go?
before we get fucking kicked off.
And they never get kicked.
I fucking love it.
Bro, fucking the Kanye shit. That was like,
Yo, they have so much, and they
You
it
keep
was
saying
cases that
I
they
like
continue.
fish dicks. And
I think the reason why they never got kicked off is because it was so current. They were able to make those cartoons so fast that everything they talked about was current. It's like how
Right.
you kick them off for shit that's happening in real life.
It was.
Right.
It literally, because I think I saw a documentary where it takes them. They
Yep.
have to do a whole week
Yeah.
of what's
Yeah.
happening, current
Yeah.
events, new episode, boom, putting it out, and just getting it done.
Did you see the documentary where they bought the Mexican food restaurant in their town?
Oh my god,
that was wild. I was like,
that was insane.
yeah. If you haven't
That
seen
was
it, tell
insane.
So it's a
Nah.
Mexican food restaurant that's almost as big as Disneyland. Okay, so just think of a Mexican food restaurant. You walk in, it has all these mazes and puppets and everything. People cliff diving
Holy
inside the
shit.
restaurant. Okay,
Yep.
and
It's
so
like
they
a fucking
bought it.
amusement park.
Yeah, but they built it like back in the 70s, and nobody ever did any kind of upkeep. So they bought it, and everything that like as they went, everything was wrong. So they basically had to redo this whole thing, and it cost like maybe 4 times as much as, as they thought it was
God
going to
damn.
cost. So yeah, but you just saw them slowly like peel back the walls and stuff. Oh well, okay, this is all mold, you know.
Man.
So
Shit. I'll be right back, but
yep. But there's a line to get when you go to Denver. It's a line to go to that restaurant though.
Mexican restaurant in Denver. That's it.
Jesus.
And
Yeah, when they bought it, it was the first time they got a Mexican person to be the chef.
damn, is that chef? That's not fucked up. Can they go ahead and let that nigga go like that? It's terrible. It's terrible. Chef out there like that.
Like it's cold as hell, and you want me to make Mexican food? You know, so.
Did you guys talk about Cody in the first hour or not?
We brought it up a
Cody.
bit just when it came to like that he's gonna
Saturday
face.
night's main event.
Yeah, that's about it. We didn't get to really get into much.
It was about time, I guess, that Cody was gonna come back.
Well,
Right?
yeah.
Like,
Yeah, we
his
did.
vacation time ended.
Right.
So
Him
now we're
Cody
gonna have this
too.
tag team match.
Yeah, he did his podcast, did his little thing. Now
He did.
He's back. He's back now. 'Cause Cody needs to record another podcast. No. Yeah. I saw
So-
one clip from it, and it's the funniest shit of just you see Brandy like trying to adjust. It's like probably should have asked you this a long time. Like, what is he gonna ask his wife? Like, what's the point of having Tiggle? Like, he was about to ask her about having big breasts, and I'm just like, Cody should stop drinking before doing this podcast because the whole time he's just drinking that vodka. It's like he's about to say something that they're just not gonna cut.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
It's like, since we have these cameras.
Right.
No. Easy.
He's
Yeah,
like,
go back.
you keep doing that, we're gonna have number 2.
But I love how she said that she believed that Stardust was an amazing character. And I happen to agree. Knowing what I know, we all know Cody fucking hated to be in Stardust.
Mm-hmm.
But man, that felt kind of different because when they were bringing Goldust and Stardust.
Right.
And then, like, selfishly, it's like we all know that they're brothers. And
Right.
it would be really fucking cool to have this, like, 2 different alter egos. Right?
Mhm.
I'm going to go dive into my brother's world. Even though it's Vince's idea and all this other shit. For us as fans, that shit was pretty fucking cool. And when he came out in a sinister outfit during WrestleMania, that shit was fire.
Right. No, I thought I agree. I thought Stardust actually had some pretty good damn showings. But I also feel him like, okay, we did it. Look, I got some other ideas, and the writers kept going. Go
Yep,
go
it-
put your makeup on.
Unfortunately, and
Yeah.
and that was the thing. But it makes him who he is today, which is amazing. Right. But like the idea of Stardust was a very fucking cool idea.
Yeah.
However, same thing. The idea that he had, I have different ideas. Not right now.
Right.
Not right now. Writers pretty much was like, not right now. Vince said,
Go put your makeup on. And then, like you said, like those days in the video game, I would play as that tag team
Yeah.
and be killing it.
it's like in theory, it was a great concept. It's like, oh, it makes sense to do this, but just hearing how much he wasn't a fan at the end of it, it's like kind of taints it a bit because it's like,
Mhm.
oh, imagine what it could have become. But nope, let's just keep you under this, and then he has to do what he has to do. You know. So
Man, I was just thinking about like that tag team just reminded me of because I remember they had that whole like tag team match at that WrestleMania where think about those tag teams we had like so we had the New Day, we had Goldust Stardust, we had Tyson Kidd and Cesaro when they came out with the Beats headphones.
Oof, that was
I
so good.
was like,
that
damn,
was
that was a damn good tag team division.
when you think about like that was the closest I guess we got to Kings of Wrestling in WWE because they
Mm.
were gonna use Chris Hero, so him and Tyson just fuck man. I really
Yeah.
wish we got that longer. Like that was such a great fucking team.
Yep.
And then with Tyson getting injured, it was like, fuck. We all knew. Damn.
Right.
But that whole tag team, like the way they had it all set up, there was
Right.
just so much potential
Yeah.
Yes.
They had
and
a great,
so many
great
different
division
ways
at that point.
they could have run with it.
Right. Yeah. So I was just thinking about it, like, wait, that tag team division was kind of hidden. So, um, injuries, man. Sometimes injuries just kind of mess up like a whole thing.
Or fuck injuries. My bad. I didn't mean to fuck up the moment.
No, that's all right.
Oh.
I mean, because now, I mean, he's a great trainer. I'm glad that he's, I'm kind of glad he's where he is. So that,
And if I'm not mistaken, he has like a lot of input when it comes to like the women's division, so, and it's just so helpful. And it shows a lot.
yeah,
Like where we're kind of going with the women's division. Let's see what fucking happens. Bianca right now is on the shelf. That is a first. Normally we have Bianca Belair in the forefront, but now it is time for her to basically just take a backseat with her injury and just her running literally her Sanima, just crazy. I'm just trying to figure out what's gonna happen when she comes back, when she fits in, and the roster then, because then we still have Evolution to build.
We got Evolution to build. That's right.
I don't like that name for.
Evolution.
I think they should be called Bob's Burgers.
Wait, what?
They should be called Bob's Burgers. Seth looks like the guy, like the father in Bob's Burgers that is the cook in the restaurant. That's what he looks like.
One of my very good friends is a animator on that show.
Is he?
Yeah.
I love that show.
Yeah, Anthony
That show's so
Aguinaldo.
amazing.
He is one of the animators there. And I knew he was going to be a good animator because, we would hang out. And I remember one day I went in his room, like we're in high school, and he had a pencil drawn picture that he did freehand. And so like the Muhammad Ali picture where he's standing over the guy after he knocked him.
Yeah.
So he had Sonny listed on the ground, but he had The Rock coming down with the people's elbow.
Awesome.
And it was in it be a realistic looking picture drawn in pencil.
Yeah.
I was like, this man is going to be an artist, like
Oh, yeah.
in life.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Look at that.
Man. Yo, maybe he could draw our cartoon one day.
hey,
Knucklehead cartoon.
hey,
You Ray
We
with
go.
mad baby mamas. Go
right.
with a big ass head and a club foot. And like Wayne head.
I remember. Oh God. Oh my God. I haven't thought about that show.
Ray's like, what show is this?
Or he can make us
I'm
all look like
seeing
G-Force.
that. I'm like, I'm lost. What?
You never seen Wayne's Head?
Maybe I seen like the picture. The name does not ring a bell. However, I have been drinking. I have been smoking.
Oh, okay.
So therefore, I'm slightly underneath the influence, and I'm just like,
Well, it's a cartoon that. Oh, here we go. Yep.
oh my god, yes! Oh my god, yes. Okay.
And seeing that's
Okay.
Damon Wayne.
Yep.
And
It's
I
Dwayne.
didn't know until I watched Damien on Club Shay Shay that he for real has a club foot.
Yeah.
I didn't know
Really?
that. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. I think Marlon had talked about it. I can't remember what interview, but he had talked about it first.
Oh,
And then
shit.
Damon brought it up on Club Shay Shay.
Oh shit. I didn't know that either.
Yeah.
Then again, I'm not a foot guy, so I wouldn't know.
You think Tony Atlas knew? You know what? We're moving forward.
No,
Anyway,
he noticed. He noticed.
it is 12:08.
Yeah.
Time.
It's 12:08.
I think we spoke about everything that is wrestling. Last but not least, may shout out to JC Jane
Yes.
for beating Stephanie Ricoeur.
Yep. Basically confirming Stephanie McCoy will be staying on the main roster. So
Yeah.
Yep.
They're like, there's nothing else you can do.
Or-
NXT.
you know what I feel bad for? Poor Booker T.
Hey, listen.
Poor Booker T.
He's like, can I
Booker
get
T
traded
had
to
his
Raw?
Time. Booker T had his time. It is my time now. It is DJ's time now. We need to see
Nah,
that
you
shit
need
on
Booker
cable.
T for that sell. Yeah, like you
Yeah,
need
like-
Booker T should just make like a special guest announcement where he's like out there for her matches.
I think
Just for
Michael
her
Cole could do it.
matches.
I wonder
Right?
if he's going to be
Michael
at
Cole
Worlds
could do it.
Collide.
Probably.
I hope so. I hope so. We should be
Right?
there. Yeah,
DJ
but
Michael
Cole-
Cole could do it, right?
No.
Yeah.
Maybe you know what? Maybe
Michael Cole can't
we-
do it, man. I
There's
can't
just
even
so
sell.
much.
I can't even sell that for you. Tell him. Michael Cole can't do it.
only Pat McAfee can. And
Maybe-
and that
okay, maybe
because
there's
he
a
would.
there's a chance. There's a chance.
There's a
with Pat,
chance
yeah.
that Pat McAfee in honoring of Booker T. Ah. Oh yeah. Like you
His
don't
ass
say
might-
his old wife.
I'm about to say his ass might even get up on the table and bounce up and down.
He's gonna break the table doing
No.
that. It's gonna be crazy.
Just know that if she ever teams with Jay, he gonna be yeeting all over the place when she does it.
Yo.
And on that note,
I'm about to say,
You will not do that.
Ray, I think you better
No.
close the show out.
I was
Oh,
gonna say, we'll be back tomorrow, 9 p.m. Telling the show with Ray and Gigi show. I have no clue what we're talking about tomorrow because
Nope.
tonight's been crazy as is.
I mean, Ray hasn't
Imagine-
been on the show for 3 weeks. Me and DJ had a hell of a conversation last week.
What was I doing last week? Oh no, I was in Jersey. Yeah, that's what I could
You was too busy with your bitches and hoes, Ray.
Damn, I was with my family. That's fucked up.
That's what
That
you
doesn't
told
mean
me.
there wasn't bitches and hoes there.
Word.
It wasn't. It was just us.
There was.
Mhm.
There's always at least
Oh, Final
one.
Destination. That was a good
There's
time.
always one.
After
You were watching Final Destination?
Yeah.
After
I
you
bet
put,
you someone in there was wet and just be like, "Oh my god, this is my Final Destination."
Word.
And grab
Looking
for
at the
you,
roof.
and you were like, "Word."
We'll see you guys tomorrow. With the Telling the show,
Yeah.
Ray and Gigi show, 9 p.m.
Real quick.
yeah.
What's your predictions for the main event for Evolution? Mine is Jordan Grace versus Charlotte Flair.
Jesus Christ! You don't want people to
Well,
watch?
I don't know.
I have
You
no
go,
clue right now.
I'm sorry, Mr. Loki. I will not be answering that question tonight. No, thank you. We're not
I
there
have no
yet.
clue. There's so much that can
Okay.
still happen.
There's a lot. I have to
No.
dissect a lot of that. I can't just
But-
Yeah,
no.
no.
They're leaning towards Stephanie versus Becky Lynch.
I can see it,
Well-
Stephanie being involved.
Stop
in
doing
the-
that.
I don't think she'll be against Becky. But we'll
Stop
see y'all
that.
tomorrow, 9 o'clock.
Don't force the
in.
hand, man. That's
Like-
not nice.
Like, comment, subscribe, all that good shit. Whatever the
Yeah.
YouTube says.
Word.
Word. Respect the
Yeah.
craft. July 19th,
yeah. Tuesday.
bitch.
Word. Damien, when one of them wins the Money in the Bank, he wants to know when they're gonna win the
July
title.
19th. Respect
But,
the
yeah, respect the craft. July 19th.
gonna be a good show. Poster comes out
Stephanie,
tomorrow.
we welcome you on Raw. DJ, I'll send you the link.
All right.
And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, it's your friendly neighborhood knucklehead signing out. Come back tomorrow, otherwise you're banned from the show forever. Peace, everybody. How you give me that look, right?
Bitch.
End it on the bitch.
Yeah.